Well, what do we got over here? Have your cake and eat it too.
With Mr. Kennedy, and he has a lot to say to everyone out there watching. He's going to be on Wrestling with Savage. Stop yelling so much. Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? I'm excited. You're watching this. This is Mr. Kennedy taking a chop from Savage. He just gave me a nice stiff one. Nice stiff one. Oh, solid. So I appreciate you, brother.
You're watching Wrestling with Savage, the best late night wrestling show in the world.
I say you are listening to Wrestling with Savage, the best podcast in the history of podcasts.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live by the champ. Her last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage, SmackDown. Hold the title, this is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Because they are the best tag team in the world. Tag team.
Be my honor to be a guest on your show.
Christmas fully ranked. Good job, Savage. It's the best hat in pro wrestling. Get that fucking Raw band yet. Raw fuck.
It's MDK and Wrestle with Savage all fucking day.
Okay. What we got over here?
Well, what do we got over here? Have your cake and eat it too.
Look at Eddie.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live by the champ. Her last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage, SmackDown. Hold the title, this is Wrestling with Savage.
Before I make you see this man.
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
Yeah, we're gonna start the show off a little differently tonight. That's a song my boy made, Beats by Carpio Beats. So you're gonna go follow him on Instagram and Twitter and all that good stuff because he makes great beats and he's gonna be providing all the beats or a lot of the beats that I'll be using on this show right here when we cover Monday Night Raw. We're gonna get right into it by bringing in. We'll do it by let's see. I guess we'll do it by this status. All right, who's got the longest tenure here? And that's Jay. What's up, Jay? What's going on, buddy?
What's going on, Savage? What's going on, everybody? Shout out to everybody that's watching the show. Shout out to...
I'll bring everybody in.
Jay.
I just took him on a fucking... We didn't even notice.
Shout out to Anthony. Shout out to everybody.
Anthony? Who's that? Is that Anthony? Anthony loves wrestling. You know who I love? I love Mick Thomason. Mick Thomason's awesome. Analyzing Tony is awesome. We got Steven Chambers, who's absolutely awesome. And of course, we have
Tony. Shout out to 100 Billy 95.
I don't know if they're still here. And yes, Mick, I will play your audio at some point later tonight. We're going to have to do a lot of shit right now. We got to cover Monday Night Raw. A lot went down. Monday Night Raw, live from Cincinnati. We are now in your city. Bloodline running every single week. Raw, SmackDown. It's same old. You the twos, we the ones. Enter the Judgment Day. But before we get into Raw, actually, I have a question. Did you guys all catch this weekend's video footage with me and Enzo Amore?
No.
Nah, you definitely didn't see it, right?
I definitely didn't see it.
Lewis got the front row seat. It was actually on his 238th birthday. It was good. It's a good thing, right? We had the birthday cake, but the cake wasn't for you. It was for Enzo Amore. And from what I heard, he's going to be bringing that cake Friday night in New Jersey when he takes on our special guest for tomorrow night. I am going to blow your audio, Mick Thomason. Mick Thomason, I got some breaking news, though, Mick Thomason. How am I going to blow your audio when I'm trying to tell everybody that we got some big news over here on Wrestling with Savage? And tomorrow night, there's a big possibility that we're going to have not only Rick Recon the Cyborg on here, but how you doing? The SAWFT, maybe you've heard of Mr. Amore. I might be on it tomorrow night, man. And that will be huge for this show. Now, he ain't going to be listening to this right now or Rick Recon because that's what, they're busy right now. But tomorrow night's going to be a special night right here on Wrestling with Savage. And I'm looking very forward to it. I want to give a big shout out to Jack from the Wrestling Universe and, of course, Lewis for hooking it up and always taking care of the wrestling fans that come there and drive him absolutely bonkers day in and day out.
Yeah.
Now, I had a thing planned here, but I guess my slideshow's like too big and it won't really like be good. So we're going to do this instead. I'm going to present a share my screen bullshit, yada, yada. It's not going to look as good, but it's going to get the job done. It's going to get the job done, Mick. And Mick, I am going to blow your audio, so just hang out here. But first, before I blow up your audio, we have to talk about the weekly winner. What is the weekly winner right now? For me, without a question of the doubt, as far as the show goes, I'm going to say that the weekly winner is 100% AEW Dynamite. Match of the week for me, though, was the tag match on Rampage. Ruby Soho killed it with Ty Conte and Jay. Willow Nightingale absolutely tore the house down for me. So I'm going to go to Lewis. What was your weekly winner, sir?
My weekly winner was AEW. We talked about it last week. It was a really great show. A lot of the matches were really good, so I'm going to go AEW.
And you got a match of the week?
Probably the match you just named, to be honest. But I'm also like the biggest fan of Willow Nightingale, so I'm kind of biased with that. And her powerbombing Anna Jay through that table was ridiculous. Even though it looked horrible, like her landing, I just...
It doesn't matter. It still looked real.
Dripping blood. I'm like, all right, this is dope.
It looked real to me, which is why I respected it and loved it. How about you, Jay? What's your weekly winner? And what was the match of the week for you?
Oh, man. A tough call for me, but I'm going to say SmackDown. I think SmackDown kind of came in late, but they threw a hell of a show. I think there was some good segments there. As for match, I'm going to throw a little curveball here. Lewis may correct me if I'm wrong, if I pronounce his last name wrong, so correct me, Lewis, if I'm wrong. I'm going to say Joe Hendry versus Moose in Hard to Kill. I really, really loved that match. I thought it told a great story, and it was great. Finish.
Okay. Anthony, how about you? What's your weekly winner?
I'm actually going to change my answer from last night.
Okay, go for it.
I'm going to say AEW. And the match of the week is a match that you were talking about.
I see. Okay.
Let's
see if we can get the right audio here.
Okay. What makes her, what makes her, buddy? Let me know if you do. So a lot of people can hear my good-looking voice. Anyway, hope you work on it, buddy. And I will talk to you then. Oh, before I go, Wrestling with Savage. There's your audio. Take care, buddy. Have a good night.
All right, there he sent it, and that's Mick Thomason right there. So again, Mick Thomason, you said I wasn't going to do it, and I just did. So I hope you're happy out there. I hope you enjoy the rest of the show. But I'd like to get back to the show if you let me, Mick Thomason. We'll do that right now. We had our weekly winners. We know what's going on. There's also big, like I said earlier, Winter Warfare coming up. Is it not like, what is it not doing? Why is it not doing that? Why does my life have to be complicated? Is it this one? Is this the one? There you go. Jesus. Oh, wait, I think the slideshows actually work now. Oh, see, it finally loaded, Lewis. There were so many pictures. It took like an hour to load. And now we can do it the way we're supposed to do it. This is going to be fun now. Now I feel good. Now I'm going to have a better stream. That's why I probably had a bad leg. I was like, what's going on here, man? Really? Why are they doing this to me? All right, anyway, Winter Warfare. I'm going to be there on Friday. Probably going to be bringing the David LaGreca heads. I'm going to probably bring a couple of steel chairs, a stop sign or two, and you never know what else I might pull out. I don't know. I feel bad for Enzo Amore or Rick Recon, whoever's going to take the worst of that stop sign. But good luck to you and all of you in the match. I'm very excited about this match. And, of course, LaGreca is going to have a lean contest. I'm going out of my way to... I'm basically moving mountains to be able to make this show. Just so you know, it's not easy to always go to wrestling shows. If I could, I'd go every day. If I could. Royal Rumble. Just a reminder. Monday Night Raw is the road to the Royal Rumble. And the Royal Rumble is going to be sick, man. Do you guys have any predictions? I'm going to go to Jay right now. Give me your today prediction after what you saw tonight on Monday Night Raw.
I think I'm seeing disaster, Savage. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, we're 1 week away for the Royal Rumble, and I'm not liking the segments or the promos that I'm seeing, and I'm not liking the outcomes of matches that's leading to certain paths for certain wrestlers.
Okay. Royal Rumble. Lewis, what you got?
I mean, to be honest, the only matches I really, really, really am excited for are the actual Rumble matches, because Royal Rumble matches are my favorite matches. But as for the singles, I mean, maybe except the Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns match.
How about the Lights Out match?
I think it's just gonna be like a crappy gimmick match.
How about Alexa versus Bianca?
Does nothing for me.
Not appealing.
Does nothing. It's just, I love Royal Rumbles. I love the surprises. I love the concept of 10 guys in the ring at once beating the crap out of each other. The rest of the matches don't really do it for me, except
who's winning the Rumble though, man?
It's Cody.
100%, 150 billion %. It's going to be Cody Rhodes.
They're actually saying it's Omos, which is pretty.
Nah, stop it. It doesn't matter what they say. Don't listen to them. Don't be that guy. You know it's going to be fucking Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, of course.
This is what he's going to hear in the Royal Rumble, right? A rap for his ass. He ain't winning.
We'll hear that next week.
Yeah, that's true. Legends next week. I was going to announce that later tonight, but yeah, Monday Night Raw had a lot of crazy announcements tonight, and one of them was that there will be Legends next week, and Lewis decided to break that early, which is okay. I'm good with that. But let's get back to the slides, shall we? The slides now, as you can see here. Let's get this chat off here. I love the guys in the chat. He said, not much better. I'm too lost now to even know what the fuck he's referring to in that chat. So you can make it clear in the chat. But here we see your boy Dom. Dom's coming out ringside with the Judgment Day, and they're going to get all up in Solo's face. As I said earlier, I mentioned that the Bloodline opened up Monday Night Raw with the typical old Bloodline bullshit. Judgment Day comes out. Obviously, the Judgment Day are going to be taking on the Usos for the Tag Team Championships, which I kind of like because Judgment Day has been doing a lot lately as far as like winning. And Lewis, what do you think about this? Judgment Day is going to beat the Usos?
Probably not. I think that the SmackDown Tag Tournament is kind of where we'll see those titles get taken off of the Usos, but I see the Usos keeping the Raw Tag titles.
Okay. How about you, Jay? What do you got on the Usos?
I'm going to say the same, and it's just important that everybody pays attention. The key word is Raw Tag Team titles, so you can see the split happening, and that's kind of why I liked SmackDown last week.
Okay, how about you, Anthony? Judgment Day, are they going to be holding the gold at the end of the Royal Rumble, or are the Usos taking that titles all the way to WrestleMania?
They're facing them next week on a Raw, and I don't like that. I really don't. I think they should have booked that match for the Royal Rumble and then had them win the titles there.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to book a match like that on the Rumble when you have two Rumbles. You have a few other matches already booked. There ain't a lot of time on that card.
You got a pre-show.
Yeah,
we're gonna put. Yeah, I wouldn't put Judgment Day in a pre-show. That's bad.
Well, or you could have put them as.
You could have just fucking extend the Rumble 1 hour. Stop being a bunch of little bitches. What that? PG era bullshit. Oh, kids gotta go to sleep. We gotta end it on time. Kids got school
Saturday night.
That's what it is.
Fucking like.
Oh, it's Saturday. That's right. Yeah, now they do it. They do it on Saturdays now. So what is the problem then? See, my mind is so warped, Lewis. I still think all pay-per-views are on Sunday. You know what I mean? Because it's like drilled into my mind.
If UFC is going to make me stay up till 1 a.m. to watch a pay-per-view, I think WWE could do the same thing. I mean, not till 1 a.m., but, you know.
So you guys are all confident the Usos are going to fucking retain next week. 100%, right? The crowd was hot tonight, by the way. It looks like
I honestly...
sold out crowd over here. You can see Solo looks like a stud in the ring. Jimmy holding the freaking belts. You know, what did they say earlier? They said this is 456 days or whatever the hell they said something. They said a lot. Number one contenders for Raw. Damien asks a question. They come out here. They take everyone. I don't know. They've been talking shit. Dom says, I think I know why. You smell that, mommy? You smell that? Ripley says, I smell it. Dom says, I smell fear. You're scared, Jimmy? Huh? You're scared, Jimmy? Scared? And then Jimmy responds. He's like, you do. You're like, what, a little machismo? Orderly Holmes? And then Jay comes out with that 546-day title reign, which is, you know, great. Raw 30 Judgment Day welcomes you to the Uso penitentiary. Basically, same old from the Usos. Nothing original. And tonight, Dom to me wasn't funny tonight. Did anybody else get that? Like, it felt like, I don't know. Maybe it was too much on live TV.
This whole jail crap is kind of boring.
I think it went a little overkill tonight, Lewis. Don't you? Maybe we should have switched it up a little bit. Or is he just trying to get heat now? I don't get it.
It was just too pushed. Like, it just didn't come out the same way it's been over the past couple weeks when he's like mentioned the whole jail thing.
New Champions Judgment Day. See, I wish I could change where the chat goes because it covers poor Anthony's face every time I put up the chat. It's messed up, man. But I don't know. Dom saying he's talking a lot of shit tonight. Saying you wouldn't be able to last in the cell with these prisoners. The prisoners I was there with, you wouldn't be able to survive because I had to. He's going in about the prison. He was there for like 2 days. What's going on? How long are they going to keep? Is he going to be saying this all the way till Mania? You don't know prison essay. You don't know it. Jay, what do you think about all this with Dom?
I told you. I think we need to release him and get him out of there.
Just straight to the release?
Yeah, let's get him out.
Just straight to the release.
No, bring him to NXT.
Judgment Day is all prime tonight, man. And Damian Priest is a fucking stud. Last week he was in the ring for like 56 minutes. Tonight he looked incredible as usual. Damian Priest is like earning my respect. And then of course Rhea Ripley. You know what I like too? You see a lot of factions come out, and usually only one of them has a mic. See here in this picture, they all have a microphone. Every single one of them are like treated like an equal. And there's no real leader of this faction, right? Am I wrong?
No.
How about you, Lewis? Do you perceive anybody? I mean, you could look at Finn as the leader, I guess, but he doesn't act like it.
You could look at, but the reason you're looking at Finn is because he's got the best credentials out of all four of them.
Yeah,
you know absolutely. What I mean? But I think they all complement each other in a very great way. So I don't really like. I could see people saying Finn's the leader, but I think it's just a group of 4 people with a common goal.
Steven Chambers over here making a good point, saying he should have been in NXT in the first place, but you know.
My only argument for Dominic is as crappy as some of the things he does is, he's a very hot seller in merchandise.
I think we're going to see this matchup right there between Rhea Ripley and Solo Sikoa, and I feel bad for Solo Sikoa. I think he's going to get his ass kicked. But Solo Sikoa kicked a lot of ass tonight because we ended up having a match. Mustafa Ali came out and attacked Solo Sikoa from behind, trying to get like the edge on him. And then, of course, you know what's going to happen when Solo Sikoa has a match against Mustafa Ali. Mustafa Ali, I'm not even going to look at the notes because I don't fucking need them. Because what I'm going to say right now from my heart is going to be better than anything I can say on that fucking notepad right there. What Mustafa Ali is going to do tonight is what he does best on Monday Night Raw. He's going to fucking lose, and he's going to lose spectacularly. Jay, what did you think of this match? And I know you're all watching right now. I appreciate 8 people being in here. Share this shit with every wrestling fan you know. And you go out there and you let them know. When you guys come in here, like I said, the Savage Kingdom gives me power. If you get me 150 people in here, you're going to see my wife come in here and slap me in the face because of how loud I'm going to probably get. It's going to be ridiculous. Does anybody want to say anything on this match between Mustafa Ali and Solo Sikoa? The floor is open.
I mean, how many times are we going to give Ali a shot and an opportunity? I mean, I don't even want to hear it no more from his mouth, to be honest. I mean, we give him so many times to show us, here, what can you do? What's the promo? And it's all falling flat, man. I don't know what else to say.
Honestly, Jay.
Go ahead, Jay. Anthony, I'm sorry.
Honestly, Jay, this was just to make Solo look good. It's
yeah,
bullshit.
but you're burying.
Do you see the picture right there, Anthony? Do you see the picture on your screen? Does Solo look good there? Solo's getting hit with a Stone Cold Stunner. He does not look good there.
But the match itself.
I hate that stunner.
The match itself with him and Ali.
Oh yeah, he
was
destroyed
just
him
to make him look good. And fuck Lashley.
I just don't get it. You give the guy opportunity after opportunity. He complains on Twitter. All of a sudden now you just burn him to make another star top. I just don't get it.
He needs to be released. Ali needs to be released.
Wow, that's
now.
2 releases on one show, Lewis. Both these guys
discover himself. I agree.
You guys would get. They would get a lot of shit from guys like Ken Anderson, man. You don't want to hear that kind of shit. Release him. But, you know, they might not be wrong, though.
Or bring him down to NXT. Build him on NXT.
Ali, no, he's already been there, man. I'm done.
Who
I don't
cares?
care. Don't care. He might as well
Do
become a
something
cop
with
and start shooting at people. Maybe I'll care.
Okay.
Wasn't he a former cop too?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
He should be
That's what I
that
was
gimmick.
saying.
Maybe you go down to the Dijak. Be like the, Turner and Hooch or something. I don't know. It's not looking good. Bobby Lashley promo, though. Did anybody like this Bobby Lashley promo right here?
I really didn't give a
This
fuck
was the
about it.
flattest of them all tonight.
It was very short, though. I'll give him that. Like, that's his best bet.
This
when
was
they keep it
written,
short.
by the way. This was not off the top of
well.
his head. This was written.
And you could barely, it wasn't me, or could you barely hear him? I couldn't hear him at all.
Yeah, he's not. He wasn't loud for sure. There's a little lack of intensity there on the promo, but it doesn't matter. I mean, when he comes out in the ring, he delivers every time.
He said 5 superstars are tapping to their hurdle.
He didn't make anybody tap tonight. Yeah, great point, Jay. That is a great point. I have it here. I write everything down. There is only one almighty. 5 superstars will tap out tonight. These are not hoops theory. Just, you're just an extra little obstacle for me. I'm coming for my United States title. This time I'm gonna put you away for good, which is a lie because he's not. I'm not gonna put him away for good. You
Why
think he
he's in
is?
the United
Do you
States?
guys think he's gonna? If he wins tonight, which I don't want to ruin, but if he wins tonight, is he really gonna beat Theory? Is Theory gonna lose? I don't think so. But who cares? Who cares? Let's move on. We're gonna be talking about Bobby later tonight. Guaranteed, because he's going to be in that match, which is going to be later tonight. 6-man for the #1 contender for the United States Championship. Let's talk about the man on your screen right now that you see in front of you. This is Cody Rhodes. He's in the hospital right now after their match with Seth Rollins at Hell in the Cell. He's going to be getting surgery. You see his wife Brandy Rhodes there. They had a vignette for him tonight on Monday Night Raw, and they went in great detail about his relationship with Brandy, as far as they're showing her on TV, and more than ever. So you could assume she's going to be in the mix for sure when he comes back. But Cody Rhodes over here, we can answer this question. When we're done with Cody, we're going to answer your question, Nick. When we're done with Cody, we're going to answer your question. So these guys can think about it a little bit. What was your favorite Royal Rumble? But Cody Rhodes here, man. Long road to recovery. You see him there. They show him that he's coming back and he's going to be better than ever. You can see he's getting absolutely jacked. And they announced tonight that not only is he back, but he's going to be at the Royal Rumble. Cody Rhodes. I think they kind of blew their load with this one. They should have waited maybe another. Why not make it a surprise? Is what I want to know.
That's what. To me, I think that's what Triple H's plan was. But here came Vince McMahon and fucking ruined it.
You think so?
Yep. Fucking asshole.
I gotta record that clip right there. That's a great fucking clip. Lewis, can you say that one more time? Say it one more time. Let everybody know. What do you think about Vince McMahon, Lewis?
That was me.
I'm sorry, Anthony. Yeah. I'm an asshole.
It's like
now.
he's a fucking asshole.
He's a fucking asshole.
There we go.
That was good. You should do that more. All right. So, does anybody else give a shit that they blew their, big surprise?
Yeah, kind of pisses
Because
me off.
every Royal Rumble has a surprise. So if Cody's not the surprise, maybe that's it. Maybe there's another surprise. Do you think we see a Jay White?
No,
Do we see a Will Ospreay? Maybe.
No, I think we see a Randy Orton come back.
Not even remotely likely, unless they've been trolling.
Possible one night off, one night. Just one night. That's it.
I want a fat surprise, like a Jay White or somebody that you're not expecting.
I got it.
Yeah.
Matt fucking Riddle.
That's a maybe. Yeah, absolutely. I can agree with that. But is that really a surprise? Because we know his return is imminent.
Nah.
Royal Rumble return.
To me, Matt Riddle coming back is not a surprise. I want to ask all of you, open forum right now. Whoever has the first thing to say, just say it. Corey Graves, Kevin Patrick, are we happy with their progression as an announcement team?
No.
Just stick to
you need to get rid of Kevin Patrick.
Another person needs to go. It's the third time on this show. All right, did we like what we saw tonight between MVP and Elias?
Fuck them.
Damn, it's getting rough out here. Anthony's being real tonight. I like it. He likes his open forum shit. He's like, yeah, fuck him. Fuck him.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. MVP, cool, another fucking teaser. He sucks.
With this
Elias
is Adam.
just shit,
Byron
so-
Saxton was trying to get a word with Pierce right there. He says a lot of superstars are waiting to get a shot at the Royal Rumble. One of them is Elias. Elias comes out and says 2022 was a roller coaster. I saw my brother's career explode. I came back and I lost my best friend, and it's time to right some wrong. And at the Rumble, the Vengeance Tour begins. And, well, maybe at the Rumble. Definitely not on Monday Night Raw. Not for Elias.
I got my pillow during this friggin' segment.
He talks a little shit with MVP, and MVP tells him, do you want a match with the winner of the 2023 Royal Rumble? I was like, yeah, sure. No problem. No problem. Let's get into this next match. Before I read off what happened, which, honestly, I got to say this. This match was actually very fun. These guys are awesome at what they do. Shelton's awesome. Dawkins is, like I said, the most improved superstar of the year. Incredible work tonight. Shelton over there still giving German suplexes just as good as anybody. And I got to admit, I hate these spots. Especially tonight, the way Montez and him were working. A lot of it looked super like... just there was things happening. Like Montez actually even did this tonight one time. I'm sure you guys noticed that. He kind of did the Bianca spot, Jay, where he's like, come on, come get it. But on the other hand, when he was done doing that bullshit, he stepped up, he hulked up, he was showing intensity out the ass, like crazy shit. Look at the height right there. Look at the height right there.
He's fucking ripped.
Look at the height right there. Look at the height of this jump. I mean, this guy is on another level right now. Now, this move was sick. I don't got a good shot of the move, but this setup is not bad. It's a backdrop carry into like kind of like a GTS, like a knee to the face. I thought they were going to win this match, but of course, Street Profits are able to pull it off. They get the win. MVP is very upset because he did his best to try to get them the opportunity to even get the win, but then they still messed up. After that, by the way, what did you guys, I guess I'll go to Jay. Jay, what did you think of that match?
Well, Dawkins is definitely a superstar to be reckoned with, man. You should have a singles run. You know, it was an okay match. That's all I'll say. Okay.
Anthony loves wrestling. What do you got to say, buddy?
Match was all right. We could have, I don't know. They could have done a little bit better with the match. It was fun. I'm becoming big on Montez more. That guy's just that guy looks great in the ring.
Looks great in the ring. I like it. Okay. Well, real quick, what I'm going to try. Let's see. I'm going to try this right here. There you go. Street Profits versus Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. Shelton rocks Angelo Dawkins and hits the German suplex. We get a tag. Then we try to double team Dawkins. He fights out of it. Tag to Montez, who just goes Hulk mode. Beats the shit out of Cedric. Crazy flying crossbody. And I love the way that he bounced after he landed and then he like spinned off of it. I did not like how he pulled the Bianca Belair and called for Cedric to kind of run him in. Cedric then hit the nice Shiranagi on the apron. As we go to break, MVP makes his way to the ring. And the match actually was fantastic. I loved it. I thought the Profits were going to lose, but they get the roll cover, the roll up. MVP gets them, a nice opportunity to win, but Cedric and Shelton just couldn't get it done. Distraction was too much. But I did love I'm calling it the Slingshot GTS. I don't know what I'll call it. Slingshot Modified GTS, some shit. That match was great, though. Then we had this bullshit between Judgment Day and American Academy. This was actually pretty good, I guess. They said you better listen to Mommy. She's pumping iron all night. So they were making fun of Dom, saying you don't look like you work out. You don't have the body. You don't have the mind. You should go online and look us up and take some classes. I like Gable. I think Gable was the one that shined in this segment.
Oh yeah,
100%. And he needs much more than what
he needs to go on a singles run. He needs to get rid of. He needs to just get away.
What should they do with Otis, Anthony?
Fire him.
What? I couldn't hear you. What should they do with Otis?
Fire him.
Tell us why you want to fire Otis,
or at least pair him with somebody else. Like have Otis be more, because that guy could probably be a wrecking crew on his own. You know, Gable.
Wrecking Crew on his own. Yeah, he was a Wrecking Crew though, but even he's a Wrecking Crew. He just beats people up, man. What's wrong with Batman? I love Batman. This song's it's a good song. It's a good song.
Yeah.
Let's keep it moving though. With these slideshows over here.
Batman.
Becky Lynch calls out Bayley. Quick question to everybody: does anybody even care about this match?
We should.
We should, though. You're right.
I love to critique that because I saw a lot of things.
We'll get into that in a minute. We're going to get into that in a minute. But first, I'm going to give a cheap pop to wweshop.com because without them, we wouldn't have any of this content to give to you. So go on over to wweshop.com and buy. Let's do a fucking commercial. Fucking pissing me.
What's going on, everybody? Let's get right into it. I want to talk to you about all the upcoming events at the Wrestling Universe. They have a show coming up that we, Wrestling with Savage, are going to be sponsoring. We're going to have a vendor table there. Matt Cardone is going to be there headlining this event. Lightning in a Bottle presented to you live in Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, Sunday, February 26, 2023 at 3 p.m. Tickets are available now on etus.eventbrite.com. There's going to be a lot of stars there. You're going to see Kevin Blackwood. You're going to see Billy Starks. You're going to see Matt Tremont, scheduled to defend the Independent Wrestling World title. The Kirks are going to be there. And guess what else the Wrestling Universe has in store for you? Brian Cage, February 4th. And Chris Masters. Make sure you head on down to the Wrestling Universe right here in Queens, New York. And thank you for watching Wrestling with Savage.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you all for watching Wrestling with Savage. But yeah, you should definitely go to wweshop.com. They're the best, right? They're the best.
I was gonna say, just to add on to the little commercial you have, we just added the Dragon Gate Open the Twin Gate champions, the Natural Vibes, to the show. And we just added Brogan Finley, who's I think the younger son of Finley.
Finley?
Like it's David Finley's younger brother.
Oh yeah, you got to introduce that guy. I want to talk to that guy. Because then I can talk to Finn. I want to get Finn on this show. Finn's got some stories. I promise you, he's got probably more stories than most people walking the earth right now. He's been around a long time and been used properly. They showed a little commercial. Look at Big Show over here with his eyes closed. Look at him. When Big Show was being used to do what? Come out wearing diapers, act like Hulk Hogan. I don't know. There was a lot of moments on Raw. I want to ask you guys later tonight. I'm going to ask you a question later tonight. I'm going to get to the comments in a second, guys. I know there's like a lot of comments. I'm going to get to all of them right now. But I want to ask these guys a question. I want you all to think about what was your absolute number one all-time favorite moment from the last 30 years of Monday Night Raw. And at the end of the night, I'm going to ask you all what was your absolute favorite moment of all time on Monday Night Raw. And you'll come back to me. Comments, what do we got going on here? We got Anthony Blackwell Jr. Everyone loves ABJ. Make sure you go follow him on YouTube. Let's get my man up to 500, 600, 700 right away. Jake, the Tribal Chief, saying Graves, what's up? Let's see who else is in here. We got Anthony Graves in here. What's going on? Hey, Steven. Mick Thomason is here. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you go follow Anthony Graves, too. Let's get him to 1,000 ASAP. He's awesome. We got King Ed in the house, who's one of my old school followers from Twitch. Even King Ed is in the house tonight. King Ed is a great guy. He plays a lot of Warzone. He loves Mortal Kombat. And he's a pretty cool motherfucker, man. He's been fucking with me since day one on PUBG when it was just me and him, 12 hours a night, fucking getting chicken dinners. Maybe not PUBG, maybe Warzone. I don't know. King Ed over here, I like it. I am going to get famous, King Ed, or I'm going to die trying. Because I deserve to be famous. I deserve to be famous. Because people that can do what I can do, one take, I'm a one take guy most of the times. But I have to be inspired. If I'm not inspired, then I'm useless. Jake, the Tribal Chief over here. Who else we got? We got a lot of people, man. We appreciate all of you. But let's get back into the Monday Night Raw. Tonight we're going to have a 6-way elimination match. Winner faces Austin Theory for the United States Championship. That's going to be later tonight. But right now, let's get into Becky and Bayley. And I want to know what you guys all think. And I want to go to Lewis first. Tell me everything about what's going on with Becky and Bayley. Why was tonight so boring? Why did Becky have to resort to real-life things like calling her a Karen? To me, that wasn't entertaining at all. I thought it was flat. I thought there was crickets at one point, and she didn't get cheers until she asked for them.
I actually kind of liked the promo.
You did, okay. I
I
like the
don't
steel
know.
cage part, but I didn't like the setup. At the beginning.
I just like. I mean, obviously the crowd was dead, but I just felt this was like a kind of intensity from Becky that I haven't seen in a while. I know it didn't really do anything for anybody else, but I don't know. I like this was the first time in a while where I actually watched a promo and I was like, okay, Becky, I kind of get it. But I guess everybody else thought it was flat.
All right. Nick Thomason's favorite Raw moment is Mick Foley's first title win, which is a great moment, by the way. You guys would keep letting us know in the comments what your favorite moment is. Jay, Becky, Bayley. Years ago, Bayley was like one of the greatest female competitors in the world. She still is. She's not getting treated like one by the fans. But Bayley, I don't know what happened with her with Damage Control, but I feel like it just changed her.
I think there's some key things here, right? So Becky Lynch is trying to be super babyface, and now she's coming out through the fans. Okay, whatever. I think the whole point was Becky to put over Bayley. I think Bayley really needs it. I think she needed it right after that SummerSlam return. I think Damage Control is bringing her down just because they're a bunch of clowns. And every line she hits, it's not money. And I'm going to be honest with you, that Becky Lynch 2015 shot, I wasn't into it. I'm sorry. It didn't do nothing for me. I was quite like, okay, what else? It was just all flat, and I don't think Becky really did her job successfully in trying to make Bayley a little more over as a heel. Because let's face it, her run as a heel is falling flat.
What you got, Anthony? It's okay.
Yeah. No, I couldn't really stand it. I like the insults were like,
get mad about it, man. I feel like you're angry about this too, and you're holding back. You upset about?
Like, fuck Vince McMahon and fuck the way he fucking writes. He fucking sucks. Get a fucking grip on yourselves. Whoever thinks Vince McMahon is not in fucking control, because he is.
I like it. I love it. Nick over here with another favorite moment. Monday Nitro, when DX visited them. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I remember that. I was a kid with that. But to me, this felt flat in the beginning, but the last minute made up for it. I did like his intensity in the end, basically challenging her, and making Becky pause and hesitate for a little bit by challenging her to a steel cage match on Raw 30, which is going to take place next week. Do you guys have a prediction on this? I have no idea which way they're going with this. I'm actually completely, I don't know. I'm assuming Becky.
They're going to go Becky.
You know, the way Damage Control has been booked lately, Lewis, I see.
Well, you could have like a little swerve where Damage Control, even though they're in a steel cage, Damage Control still does something from the outside. Maybe, cuts the bolt lock off the door and comes in, or throws Becky something into the cage. I could see them doing a swerve like that. But if it's just straight up nothing happening, probably Becky.
Okay. That makes sense to me. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I could definitely see Damage Control getting involved and just causing the whole thing to go to shit. But, I guess we'll see what happens. The only line I liked was, next week, steel cage match, you idiots. That was good. She's trying to really do the Jericho. She's really trying to do the whole Jericho thing. Dolph Ziggler, Mustafa Ali are now going to have a little segment where basically Mustafa was bitching about all the opportunities Dolph Ziggler gets all the time because he's Dolph Ziggler. He just shows up and gets opportunities. Blah, 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 blah. Then he hits him. Dolph Ziggler, hold on, let me at least finish what happened. Dolph Ziggler's like, listen, man, I'm not interested in what you have to say. I don't got time for you. And then, of course, Ali just hits him. And then Ziggler just sits there like a little bitch. It just hits his head and goes on to have his match. All right, let's get to Elias. Elias is in the ring. All right, let's make this one quick. Elias comes to the ring. Omos comes out to the ring. Elias hits him in the face with a couple of knees. Misses maybe one. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I didn't care. Omos then grabs Elias off the top of the ropes and puts him on the bottom of the mat, and the match is over. And now we have MVP in the ring, and nobody fucking cares, including the people in this stream and in this chat. And yeah, we're going to keep it moving with Adam Pearce and Byron Saxton. We saw Byron Saxton a lot tonight. I'd rather see him on the commentary table. No, fire him too. What do you think of Byron Saxton, Jay?
Don't fire him, but I like his role where he at.
How about you, Anthony? You're trying, because tonight everybody's trying to fire people. You guys were coming off hot with
No,
that.
I honestly think they should put him back.
Put him back where? Put him back in the locker room?
No.
Just get rid of him, right? Done with it?
They should put him back on the commentary table with Corey, because they mesh very well.
Okay. Mesh very well, guys. Here's Tozawa. Tozawa's going to come out. He's going to bitch that he's not in the Royal Rumble. And then, of course, Adam Pearce is like, we don't just give out those things. But, you know, maybe you can have a match tonight. And good luck to you, sir. Good luck, man. You know, if you win your match, you're in the Rumble. Tozawa's, of course, all excited. Next week, though, Raw is 30. Philadelphia. Do you guys, by the way, have your favorite moment yet? Or you want to wait till later?
I'll wait till later.
Jay, you have it? Go ahead. Drop it on us.
I'm going to just first say shout out to everybody in the chat, whoever came in late. I don't know your name. I apologize. Shout out to you all. Love y'all. I see y'all. A lot of great moments. I know there was a lot of rumor, Mick Foley winning the championship. You know, I could also say that The Rock, This Is Your Life, probably one of the worst segments, probably the longest segment in the history of Raw. I could say that, but my moment, I don't know how everybody feels about this guy. I'm going to say the CM Punk promo. 2011 doesn't get any more really than that. You want to shoot promo, there it is, right there in your face. It was beautiful. He had the Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt. What can you not love? And the thing about it, it was real.
That's a
I actually...
You got yours, Ant?
Yeah.
Go for it. What is it? What's your favorite Raw moment in history of all 30 years of Monday Night Raw?
The Punk Triple H feud.
Okay. Well, do you have a specific moment when they first had the first promo? Which one?
Probably talking about when he got hit, right? In the face.
No, actually, I'm talking about the strike, the whole strike. The whole strike.
When they were dressed up, right? When Triple H was dressed up as the authority figure.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels, Daniel Bryan.
I'm sorry, everybody, but for me, my favorite Raw moment of all time in the 30 years of Monday Night Raw, I know it's going to sound cliche and corny, but it was actually that night where Stone Cold Steve Austin decided to attack Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson was the baddest man on the planet, and that shit felt real. Wrestling was still very real to me. It's still real to me today, but God, did that make me have feelings that night of excitement for WrestleMania 14, because you don't know what was going to be possible with just Mike Tyson being there. Is he going to knock out? At the time, you thought he hated Stone Cold. He's going to maybe punch him or kill him, and Shawn Michaels would keep the title. I did not want Shawn Michaels to keep that title. Obviously, Shawn Michaels did not want to keep that title. He was in a lot of pain at the time. But yeah, for me, that night, that moment, Raw, it was like a plateau again, like, you know, of where we're going. And Raw, after that championship of Stone Cold, what happened? Hottest era in the history of the business. And that's what kicked it off. I'm sorry, I got goosebumps now.
That's how I feel about the Punk promo. It went in a whole new
the pipe bomb?
direction.
Yeah. That's
Vince
up there.
McMahon never visioned, because he never had that ideal tattoo, straight edge superstar.
That's in my top 5.
205, 210, trying to win, you know? So it opened barriers.
That's in my absolute top 5 things right there. But I put together a new commercial real quick because I know they asked us to do a 30-second spot for the next show we're going to be on. So I'm going to play it right now, and I want everybody to let me know what do you think about it. It's only 30 seconds. And the song that you're going to hear is produced, written, directed, and sung by my cousin Crittext. So make sure you all go out and follow him as well.
How are you doing? I'm excited.
I still.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, proud to you live by the champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage, SmackDown. Hold the title, this is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
So yeah, that's like our little 30-second spot that we might. I'm gonna probably edit it a couple of more times and make a couple of different variations because we're gonna be always working with new talent and meeting new talent and just doing what I do.
Can I say something?
Wrestle with Savage, I guess that's what.
Now
I do.
that we have the Raw is 30 sign, can I?
Sure, go for it.
I really think it's gonna be a disappointment in the same old shit.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong. I mean, did they really need an Undertaker and a Ric Flair? And I have that picture. We're gonna get to that picture later. We're gonna get to that picture later.
But
we can discuss it now if you want. I'm okay with it.
This is a problem with WWE though.
My whole thing is, if you're gonna make it Raw is 30, you gotta have a big moment on that show, and I just don't see it from anything they're presenting us tonight.
I can understand that, man.
They hype up.
Yeah, exactly, but what can you give us that's going to be a top moment for
Right.
Raw is 30 in Philadelphia?
All right, Mick apparently has another favorite moment.
That's a good moment too.
That is a good moment. That was a great moment. Yeah, that was fire. That's prime Rock.
No, actually, I'm sorry. I gotta say the best one was with Kurt.
The beer was better than the milk. The milk was just a rip off of that.
Kurt was Raw or SmackDown. The milk. That was Raw.
Listen, you don't want to get me going on that whole time where Stone Cold was, doing the whole what thing. To me, I was not a fan of the what. I was okay, but it wasn't as good as like Stone Cold Rock. At that time, to me, Triple H was killing the business.
Should have never went heel.
What shit?
Stone Cold should have never went heel.
Yeah, no, I agree. Just like Cena. Cena's never went heel, and he probably never will. I don't think he ever will. Does anybody want to talk about what we're going to see right now? Chad Gable, Otis, they're coming down to the ring. Judgment Day is going to come out. They're going to have a matchup. It's going to be a tag team match. You see Gable there having the ankle lock on Dom. Dom actually did a pretty good job of selling tonight. I was a little impressed with a lot of his selling towards the end. Otis, always impressive in the ring, except when he does the worm. Gable there with that beautiful. There was a lot of good action in this match. Good spots. Clean wrestling. Gable was trying to do the chain wrestling, and Damien wasn't having it, blocking him up. You see Damien there with the choke slam on Otis. He has him, and you want to see how that ends. And there's a great shot of Big Otis doing the worm. He slipped up a little bit after this. He kind of botched it. Corey Graves was going to kind of go in on him, and he said, "Yeah, it's that way." Look at that night. Anyway, what happens? What do you guys think happens? Of course, the Judgment Day is going to get the win. Mommy causing the nasty distraction. This is a great picture because this shows you what the Judgment Day does. You see Ripley up there. She's getting that distraction. The ref has no idea what's going on. And there's Gable taking that choke slam. And there's Dom again, his hand held up by his boy Finn Balor. Not his leader, his boy. And now I want to take a moment before I ask all these guys what they thought about that match. But it is Martin Luther King Day. So big shout out to Martin Luther King, his family. He did more than almost any human being in the history of existence for his people and for the nation and for the whole world. Inspiration to I don't think anybody's inspired more people than this guy, ever. That's saying something that this is him getting married, and then this is his beautiful family. So, rest in peace, Martin Luther King, and I hope everybody had a beautiful day off with their family, and take time to spend it with your loved ones and do big things, because that's what this guy did. He did big things, positive things, and everybody should be working harder to be a better community, better friend, better family member, better father, better husband, better mother, better sister. Be better. Even if people around you aren't, be better. That's all I got to say about that. But yeah, we'll go back to Otis over here. What did you guys think of this match? I'll go to you first, Lewis, since you're all the way at the top.
Oh, I thought it was fun. I definitely, like you said, I thought Dom's selling was really well. Yeah, honestly, that's all I really got.
Jay, you got something? You need the full screen on this one, Jay? You let me know.
Oh, man. Whatever you want to do, man. I don't care. But listen, I think you guys are missing the point. It's not about Dom and the selling. It's always been great. It's the wrestling. Let's face it. The wrestling is just horrible. That's why he doesn't have a lot of moveset. That's why he always runs. That's why he tagged. Let's face it. Reese was the most impressive person of the night. I mean, you talk about what? South of Heaven, right on the top rope, and another South of Heaven. I mean, for God's sakes, this guy's doing it all. Otis and Alpha Academy, I'm going to say this. I am confused. WWE, what are you telling me? Are these guys baby faces or are these guys heel? Because you got this guy doing the caterpillar. To me, I remember that as a baby face. So now you have Gable cheering on for the caterpillar. But if you guys remember, a while back ago, Gable was the one that said you need to stop that shit and fucking man up because we Alpha Academy and we're top flight, motherfuckers. So don't forget that part. So I'm very confused at what the hell they're presenting us with Alpha. That's all I'll say.
I forgot to say, it was weird actually seeing Otis and Chad on the face side of the ring during a tag match. It was just like I'm just so not used to it. So I'm looking up and I'm like, wow, like, okay.
Wrestling wise, Dom is definitely getting better as far as selling and getting it. But you know, tonight's promo, I think they need to like back off it just a little bit. He can come out. I don't mind him coming out and saying one line about the jail, but like when you hit like 5 times, 7 times, it's like, all right, bro. Like now,
you know why it's not
funny anymore. It's not funny.
It's not even the funny part. You know why it's not believable? I'm gonna tell you why. Because the way he delivers everything, he doesn't sell it to us, and I don't believe it. It's just shit.
They're making him into a star, though. They are making him into a star, though. I mean, ask Lewis. He was running around. He was running around the tri-state area looking for fucking figures for a reason. Am I wrong, Lewis?
No.
It's sad,
the whole crew was.
Yeah, that is what it is. All right, here's Damage Control. No, they do. Absolutely, because they want to be like him. Why wouldn't they? You know, he's on Raw. He's having matches. It's a good question, Jakey Bakey. Shout out to you, and also shout out to Jake, the Tribal Chief. Where is Dom's sister? I don't know. She's not in the
hanging out with
Performance
Buddy
Center.
Murphy.
Yeah, probably too much. Mia Yim is going to come out with Candice LeRae. She's going to have a match against Io Sky. This was the only part of the match that I liked. That drop kick was awesome, and then Mia Yim sold the shit out of it. Fantastic bump by Mia Yim tonight, and then did a back spike, sent her ass flying to the other side of the ring. Great way to sell, but that was about it. But Mia Yim did pick up the win. The match was short and sweet. Nothing like, you know, whatever, man. I mean, what'd you guys think of it? Jay, I'll go to you first on this one. Candice LeRae out there.
You disrespected. You said Mia Yim. It's me chin. Here's the thing I don't get.
They still calling her Mia Yim, man.
Here's the thing I don't get.
They're not.
Exactly.
No, they're
not. They called her Mia Yim. What are you talking about?
When?
When
they announced her, they said Mia Yim.
Her name is Mia Yim. Shut up with that nonsense.
My whole point is.
No, my whole point is if you don't shut up with that nonsense, you're going to hear 2 fucking things, and you're not going to like either of them. First one's going to be this, and then you're going to fucking hear this, and it's going to be over for you, man. Tombstone Power Driver, fucking Chop City. You saw what I did to Ken Anderson. He's probably still got a bruise on his chest. I know he's out there. I'm going to call you soon, Ken. I got your number. I'm going to wait a week before I call you. I'm not going to bother you right away. Maybe even 2 weeks, but I'm going to call you, and we're going to set up. And yeah, that's right, folks. Ken Anderson is going to be right here on Wrestling with Savage, and I can't wait for that episode. I can't wait. That's going to be a huge episode. I might even pay money to promote that episode. It's going to be a great interview. Could you imagine the stories he's going to be able to drop on us?
He did an interview right after the signing in our store for another podcast, and it was such a great interview. He's willing to talk about basically anything.
Yeah.
Which is really awesome.
Super cool.
I got the perfect controversy questions for him.
I got the controversy for you, and it's called Alexa Bliss time, man. We get a video package of last week's promo from Alexa Bliss. You know, Uncle Duty or Uncle Hottie said, "Do you feel in charge?" Who is Uncle Howdy? Who is Uncle Howdy? And I'll tell you why this whole thing has to work. because they've already invested so much time and so much money between The Fiend, between Bray Wyatt, between Alexa Bliss, between the play sets, the dollhouses. I mean, dollhouses aren't cheap, Lewis, and it's not cheap to shoot, take the camera and shoot it at a public park playground. That's very expensive stuff. So they've invested a lot of money in this shit on that $15 Funhouse Firefly House fucking set. I don't understand why we have to hold on to this to dear life like we invested like $1 million in like, you know, some shit stock or something. I don't get it. Does anybody have any kind of like explanation for this?
Oh, explanation no, but you know.
What do you got? He's got the sweatshirt on. Show everybody the sweatshirt. By the way, you can go over to WrestlingWithSavage.com and pick yourself up your exclusive Wrestling with Savage t-shirt. There's going to be some hot merch coming up soon as I can get my wife to stop bothering me for a minimum of 2 hours so I can actually get some work done. It's a lot, man. You guys don't even know, man. I guess I don't know. Nobody knows what everybody goes through on a daily basis. You know, I don't know what Lewis has to deal with at 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning. He might be fucking snoring at 8 in the morning. I don't know.
I try to.
What time do you start your day, Lewis?
Depends on the day. If I got to work at the store,
like a normal day.
During the week, I'm up at like 10, but that's just because I'm so exhausted from the weekend I had before. But it's also I'm on spring break from school, so once I start school, it's back to.
You're waking up is like probably like 8:30, 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I
That's pretty
slump
good.
back. I mean, it's not
Pretty
terrible,
good.
but
No.
it's just one of those like, I know what I'm going to have to do today.
When do you have to wake up every day, Anthony? Whenever you
right
want.
Now I got nothing.
All right, Jay, how about you? When do you got to wake up every day? I know Jay's got a schedule. No?
I think like 7:30.
7:30. Okay, that's a little early. Yeah, that's actually my time too. Like about 7:30 is when I start getting hit in the head with a pillow. Get the fuck up. Get the fuck up. Nah, it's not that serious, you know. Usually I wake up on my own accord, but yeah, about 7:30. Some days 5:30, some days 4:30, depending on the day. But it's a lot, man. Everybody has to deal with a lot of shit, man. It's fucking crazy out there. We got people in the chat right now. Supernatural bullshit. Speaking of bullshit, let's get back into the bullshit of Alexa Bliss. Does anybody give a fuck? We're going to get a Bianca Belair segment. She's going to come out, walk into the ring. They show us all these different pictures and screenshots and the fake blood. Like, I don't even know what the fuck that is. That's definitely not real blood by Alexa Bliss. This was a nice shot of her and Uncle Howdy. Uncle Howdy there again. You guys are going to be shocked with what I'm going to tell you, though. I actually enjoyed this tonight. This was much better tonight than last week.
This feud is more believable than anything on this fucking show right now.
Well, what's not believable is how she beat her up.
Wait a second.
It's all you. Damn, Anthony's
the women's division in this fucking company is complete dog shit. The matches suck. The women's matches suck. The feuds are terrible. They can't fucking write feuds to save their lives. The whole shit needs to change. I actually like this feud with Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss. I thought the segment was actually really good because Uncle Duty or Howdy, whatever the fuck his name is. I don't know how many goddamn uncles we're going to have in this fucking thing. That's all I got.
Yeah. All right, and we're back. So Uncle Howdy, Uncle Duty, whatever his name is. Yeah, I'm kind of getting sick of it a little bit. But tonight was actually fun for me. I had a good time with this, surprisingly. I didn't think I was, but I did. I don't know why Michael Jackson's playing right now.
Why are you doing that?
It's very random right there. But I did like the actual whole setup tonight. I thought it was very cool. I thought Bianca Belair and Alexa Bliss did a good job of just delivering a little excitement to the buildup of this match. You can see there that, you know, Alexa Bliss she's taking a beating on this one, guys. I don't know if you noticed some of the kicks Bianca was giving her. Bianca was kicking the shit out of her at some points, sending her flying into the barricade. Either that or they just did a great job of selling it. But this shot was the shot I loved because Bianca sees Uncle Howdy over there, and it took half the crowd a little bit of time to realize what the hell was going on. But then, of course, she gets distracted, and then Alexa Bliss gets off the DDT on the concrete. And I liked it, man. I liked it. But before we move on, what you got?
They were dead the whole entire fucking segment.
Who, the crowd?
The crowd was dead the entire fucking night. Those assholes need to wake the fuck up and realize that they're at a goddamn wrestling show. I'm fucking sick of this bullshit.
They're doing a Japanese fan rules.
We're going to have to change the rating of this show. I mean, Anthony's dropping.
Look at him.
He's having a heart attack. Look at that.
I'm
You're
so
okay
sick
now?
of this shit. No. I hate this fucking company right now.
Oh my god.
Get fucking Vince McMahon out of there.
What's wrong?
He should be fired.
Tozawa?
Why is he on
Steven
TV?
Chambers.
Or build him correctly. Something.
So tonight alone, you want to fire 4 or 5 people from the company? My God, Anthony. Damn, it's getting sad on here. All right, well, here's some good news. We got to see a match. Bronson is taking on Tozawa. I was actually happy to see this match because I'm really excited about Bronson Reed. He looks incredible. Tozawa made a good effort, but, it's over. Bronson Reed is impressive with all his moves, all his shots. I really love the shoulder block off the ring apron. You could look at the size difference right there. It was a fun match. There's a little shot of the shoulder block off the apron. I mean, like, Tozawa definitely got rocked on that one. There's no other way. I mean, that's a lot of meat coming at you off the apron. Bronson Reed then now hits the splash. There's the look. That's someone you want to bring home to if you're dating him. You're gonna bring him home. The dad. Hey, Dad. Yeah. Bronson Reed over here. I don't know. Seth Rollins. He's gonna cut a promo. Hey, we are in Cincinnati, baby. The town that loves to party, the town that loves to sing. So of course I'm in. A new plan out, new plan in. Tonight I win. Next week I take back my United States Championship onto San Antonio, win the Royal Rumble, and take it back all the way to WrestleMania, where I kick Roman Reigns' ass only like I can. And like Freddie Mercury said, I want it all, and I want it now. I actually love this promo.
I thought that was good. That was a good, but I thought he was a heel.
To me, he sounded more like a babyface than ever, man.
No, I mean, like
going for the cheap pops. That's babyface shit. He likes the attention.
I love him. Hey, I have his hoodie. I love the guy.
What do you guys think? He's face or heel right now? How do you feel about it?
Face.
I think he's in the middle.
It's a face with an attitude.
Because you don't know what he's gonna do. You could snap it in. I mean, didn't he just stab Rey Mysterio in the eyeball last year or some shit? What was that? How long ago?
Yeah, I remember that.
2 years ago, maybe? It was during COVID.
Yeah, that was...
But we don't have blood anymore in WWE, right? But we're stabbing people's eyes out in the corner. Steven Chambers says baby face for now. I agree. But he's on the borderline. Like, it's, it's halfway, but it's leaning more towards the baby face right now.
They got... I'm a big Seth Rollins guy, but they need to change his... do it...
No, let him do whatever he wants. I think they'll let him do whatever he wants right now.
I want him to go back to the baby face that he used, like the Monday Night Rollins guy, like baby face.
But I felt like that got stale, and that's why they ended up taking the title off of him. Well, like it was kind of just
make it new, like make it a newer version of him.
I just think this cocksucker, condescending, stuff. Even though he's a face, like I just feel like this is fitting him perfectly right now.
No, I guess they're gonna go after the tag team titles, but it doesn't matter. Whoever gets the women's tag team titles is just gonna lose them to Shayna and Ronda. So good luck to you.
Don't.
Ronda made it public on her socials.
Fuck Ronda.
She's done going for singles titles. She wants tag team gold.
I mean, she needs to get the fuck out of the company.
Shut up with... Oh, my God. Another one? It's like 17 people you fired tonight if you're the fucking book.
You get a pink slip. You get a pink slip.
No, Ronda Rousey's the first one on the fucking list to go.
Yo, Ronda Rousey could fuck you up, man.
I was gonna say she could kill you.
She'd fucking kill you. I mean, she might kill me, man. She's a badass. She's not fucking around. You'd say that to her face?
Yeah. I would go up to Ronda Rousey and tell her, you suck. You need to get the hell out of WWE. Fuck you. I don't give a shit what you do to me now, but I just had to say that. Thank you, Mick.
And then she'll judo throw you to the ground and slap a nice armbar onto you.
She botches every fucking move she has. You think I'm going to give a shit? She ain't going to hurt me. Because she can't even do anything right.
Fucking yo, that might be the most brutal fucking toast I've ever heard. Or roast, right? He just roasted Ronda. We're going to have to post that and tag it. Hashtag Ronda Rousey.
Do it.
Versus Anthony Loves Wrestling. You don't give a fuck.
No,
you can't fuck him up because you fuck everything up in the ring. So because of that, you'll fuck it up in real life too.
Yep.
That sounds about right. Hey,
can't even fuck Charlotte up. So where does that go to show?
Yeah, but Charlotte's the queen. Let's
I don't give a shit.
Don't bring Charlotte's name into this, all right? I want to ask you guys this. When you first saw this picture, because they kind of showed this at the beginning of the night, did anybody have an immediate winner at mind? I mean, I saw this and I kind of laughed at the first two guys on the left. I think that's a joke. They're winning, right? I thought Seth was going to come through on this one, but
I was going for Rollins,
especially the way the match played out, which we'll get into. I mean, it was all six men in the ring. They were brawling for a little bit. Then we go to commercial break as Corey Graves was cut off by the commercial. He was trying to talk, and then the commercial just cuts him off. Back from break, we see that Austin Theory has joined the commentary table. JBL at some point attacked Bobby Lashley. Theory says, this is hilarious. I grew up watching all of these guys, which he's not even lying. In the ring, we have Seth Rollins and Finn Balor going at it. You know, Corbin was getting in the mix. Seth Rollins eventually hits his curb stomp on the Miz. Miz is gone. Rollins hits the pedigree on Dolph. He's gone. Seth hits the curb on Finn. He's gone. Bobby eliminates Corbin. He's gone. Bobby eliminates Seth. Bobby wins. Bobby Lashley ends up winning this match. You see Seth Rollins coming out. There's Corbin. All the men in the ring waiting for this guy. And he's going to be your winner. He comes out last. He's going to pick up the win. This match, actually, once the two people that didn't even need to be in this match were eliminated, it picked up. Nice shot at Theory there with the title on commentary. Seth Rollins was so impressive tonight to me. I mean, look at the Miz. He doesn't even deserve to be in this match. Like, why are you even... Healy's like, why am I even here? Like, why am I even here? But Seth Rollins was money tonight. And I would like to actually see him have a one-on-one match with Dolph. This is a nice shot, actually. I'd like to see that. I don't know if we're going to get that, but I would like to see it. Seth Rollins deserves to win this match. That curb stomp on Omos, by the way, that he got on the commentary table, that was fucking gorgeous.
What the fuck was Omos doing out there?
Trying to help Bobby Lashley win. Trying to make sure Bobby Lashley wins because they want to put the Hurt Business
They still
together.
Fucking hate each other.
Not for long.
Bullshit.
Well, it's trying to, hey, I helped you out. Come join us.
Gone.
I don't care either.
Yeah, see that? You might be in trouble, Anthony. Steven Chambers says he sent it to Ronda on Twitter.
Go ahead, dude. I don't care.
It's gonna show up at your door.
She don't know where I fucking live. And I'm not giving her the address so she could go fuck off.
So prediction is next week, Hurt Business back together with a new U.S. champion, Lashley, next week. Which it's not impossible, though. It really isn't. And, yeah, you might end up seeing Bobby Lashley take that title right off of Theory's shoulder. This match was all right, but there he is. There's your new number one contender for the United States Championship. Jay, what did you think about the match?
Shit, I'm going to go to Anthony's ranting point because it actually makes sense. What is Omos really doing there? Let's face it. I mean,
what am I doing?
Have Omos come out. You know he has beef with Lashley, but all of a sudden he's there supporting Lashley, or he's just there, period. It makes no sense. Clueless. I don't think Rollins was impressive tonight. I'm sorry, guys. I thought that knee to the face, I forgot if it was Ziggler or somebody else on the outside. It didn't look clean because it never hit the guy's face. I don't really think he was money tonight. Only the promos, which I'll give you guys all the credit in the world. This match, we all knew it was just going to be a spot match. Let's face it. But I knew it was going to be Lashley at the end. But do I agree with the outcome? No. I think Lashley should be in the Rumble. It would make a lot more sense, but that's just me.
How about you, Lewis? What you got for us?
To be honest, I kind of wish that Ziggler won.
I
felt like what we got was
right?
too predictable, and there is history between Theory and Ziggler. And honestly, I think they would have had a better match anyway. So, I mean,
and then
how do you book
Ziggler after that?
Earlier, that's the only buzzkill.
I mean, how do you book Ziggler now? How do you book any of these guys now? Oh, hello, everybody.
It's just Ali killed it for me. That's why I eliminated Ziggler. I was like, well, I know where this is going. So
it's just I just feel like the match that Theory and Ziggler could put on is a lot better than whatever Bobby could do. Bobby's got relationship problems right now with the Hurt Business. Like, why don't you go figure that shit out? Get away from the title picture, because honestly, I'm tired of seeing Bobby in title pictures. It doesn't do anything for me anymore. I love Bobby, but I'm not a fan at this point.
He has to be in title pictures. Look what happened when he wasn't. He was probably in the worst fucking shit in his career with Omos for like 3 months.
But it's not any better right now.
It's a little better, let's face it. With Omos working a program with a guy whose moveset was all the corner turnbuckle, let's face it. It was horrible. It's horrible to see.
Well,
I'm a Bobby fan like you. That's why I say it.
No,
Go ahead.
I mean, you could have also did Rollins, like Rollins in theory could put on bangers too.
I just felt like we just got that a million times, so it's like, okay, you're gonna throw that at us again. Like, you know, Bobby's always been inserted into this picture, you know, kind of in the backgrounds of this feud. That's why I was like, I knew we weren't gonna get the Miz and Corbin. I don't know what the hell Corbin's doing. I just felt like somebody like Ziggler would have been fun, fresh, but kind of makes sense at the same time.
And I'm going to say this. There's no way. If I was Rollins, I'd say, look, I don't even want to win because the match we had was such a banger, how we finished the year. I don't even want to have another. I don't even want to top that. I think we topped it already.
I was going to say, I agree with what Steven Chambers put in the chat, that Raw needs a new draft. I definitely think we need a little shakeup going on, because right now it's the same guys are wrestling the same guys, and
they're going to do it after WrestleMania.
Of course.
I mean, which makes sense.
I think we need to see some SmackDown stars on Raw. Like, I like to see Karrion Kross on Raw, see what he could do. I like to see certain people move as well.
But they're not even using him on SmackDown much.
Yeah, but you could put him in matches like this and have him do something. You know, like, imagine Kross instead of Miz. You know, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, look, if they bring up a bunch of guys from NXT after Mania, you might get your wish. Everybody gets fired, you know.
Well, I hope your outcome came, because if it came, my wish would have happened and Lashley would have been in the Rumble. I think that would have made a lot more sense. Just have Lashley in the Rumble, have him lose this match, have him in the Rumble, and then we'll see what the fuck we do after.
I was gonna say, there's obviously still a possibility that he's in the Rumble, even though he's in this match. So, it's just, you know, he's not gonna win. He's just gonna be there. So it's just like.
But listen to this: have Omos and Lashley at the same time. Then what are you trying to present us? What are you gonna tell us?
Let the WWE Universe do the
draft.
draft.
Tell us they're a team, or like Anthony said, what the fuck are they doing together? They shouldn't even be together. They shouldn't even be next to each other.
So Mick Thomas, if they let the WWE Universe do the draft, who would you go from Raw to SmackDown and SmackDown to Raw? Just out of curiosity.
Okay, I have SmackDown and Raw Karrion Kross. That's on my number one.
That's a solid choice, I'd say.
Raw to SmackDown.
Owens.
Has to be someone with.
But is Owen the? Owens is such a tweener right now because of this bloodline stuff.
You know what?
I completely forgot Owens was a Raw guy.
You know what? You could either do Seth or Theory, but I'll probably do Seth more. Just for ratings.
Yeah. Well, do we see them keeping all the titles kind of in the same place that they're at, or do we see like the US and IC switching up like they do every other kind of?
I think it should switch up. I think if you're gonna switch up the draft, switch up the championships. Why not?
It's not a bad idea.
I mean, I love to like that's why I love your outcome about the SmackDown tag team title. I'm 1,000% with you.
Yeah.
I would love to see a switch, and I wouldn't even mind if it was Drew or Sheamus, to be honest.
But here's the thing. So let's just say the Usos lose the SmackDown tag titles. What does that do for Roman Reigns if Roman Reigns is the SmackDown guy, but the Usos are now? Would you say they're exclusive to Raw because they only got one of the titles? So does that do something? Maybe it's like, okay, then Kevin and Sammy beat them for the tag titles, and then it's like, okay, the Usos can stay with Roman on Raw, you know? Well, at that point, Roman's probably going to lose the title too.
I honestly think that they need to start ending this whole bloodline thing because it's
fire them too, right?
I think
not
that's
fire
why,
them.
like Anthony, what he was saying. I think that's why I love SmackDown this past week because they said SmackDown tag team tournament. So I was just like, oh shit, they're gonna break it up. But what does this say to us? Undisputed tag team championship. I thought it was gonna be one belt, different change. No. We don't even get an explanation. They just throw this tournament out of us, and it's like,
well, if you're gonna split the world titles, you have to split the tag titles. And clearly, we all know the world title.
Are you gonna do the same thing with the world title? Oh, we'll just have a tournament for.
No, you do what the thing that Savage said a couple weeks ago. Cody comes out, says, "I want to win the title that my father never held," and he goes for the WWE title.
I mean, honestly,
right, what's going to happen, man? They wouldn't be pumping all these promos and videos every week. Cody. They're injecting it into the universe.
So much that they freaking just blow their loads all the time because they just.
I agree. I think he should have been saving this as a surprise. But I think Jay, they have a surprise
before the injury. It started.
There has to be a surprise at the Rumble, or it's not as good.
You and me at times were getting annoyed because there was a fucking countdown every fucking Monday. At 10 o'clock, Cody. Oh, Cody. Oh, we got 20 minutes left for Cody. It's always been like that.
Steven, I hope they don't split the titles. I'm tired of the title split. In my opinion, I want one company, one show that's all intertwined. One world champion, one world tag team championship. And do that. Listen, hold on, Lewis. And then I'll let you say whatever you want. Just give it to me for 2 years. And then go back to your fucking drafts and your 37 titles. And all the bullshit that you want to add.
But they gave us that, and it was some of the worst rated wrestling of all time.
Which one are you referring to?
The early 2010s.
When you talk about the shit I didn't watch. I started watching when Punk came back.
The shit you didn't watch.
I watched the Manias and the Rumbles, but I definitely wasn't watching the Raws and the SmackDowns.
And that time period of wrestling was the most boring time period of wrestling.
That's why I wasn't watching. I'm not wasting my time with that shit. It was trash. Punk is what made me come back.
But then you want the same thing to happen now. It's gonna be if they make one title.
No, I think you have different talent now. There's different names in the game. We didn't have Seth Rollins. We didn't have Cody Rhodes. We didn't have Finn Balor. We didn't have Austin Theory. We didn't have Johnny Gargano. We didn't have Ciampa.
But that's why you need two brands with two titles.
No, you don't
have too much expensive talent.
Yeah,
The roster compared to that time period to now,
you need to have one guy who's the man. Because if you don't have one guy who for Cody Rhodes' run, just hear me out. Hear me out. For Cody Rhodes' specific run, he's the only wrestler I'm talking about. Everybody else, yes, title split, draft, all of it. But if Cody Rhodes is going to be your guy for 1 year, you need to make him be the guy.
So
the champion.
Here's my question to you. Let's say 2006 to 2008. Who's the guy? John Cena or Batista?
Whoa. What year?
That whole gap where John was running Raw.
Batista was the guy.
Batista's running SmackDown.
Batista was the guy. I think Batista was the guy first because he was running with Evolution, Randy Orton, Triple H, with Flair.
That's what I mean. It's two separate brands with two separate champions doing their own kind of thing, and everyone working around those guys. Roman has SmackDown, you get a established guy on Raw, and you work like that.
Yeah, but the difference is they didn't bring back the Winged Eagle.
But what is that's a shape of a belt.
No, it has a lot to do with it as far as nostalgia
It's
goes.
the shape of a belt.
You're not
It doesn't mean
237
anything.
years old, no matter how many times Jake tells you, or Jack, you're not 67, you're 23. You weren't alive. I'm going to repeat that. You weren't alive when that title was real, and it was the real world championship title, and it was around the waist of certain men that were, privileged enough to hold it. Hogan,
Cody's-
the Bretts, the Warriors, the Savages.
But it's
But
just,
nothing.
The roster is too extensive for that now. There's too many guys on the roster, and you could have Cody bring back the Winged Eagle, have him on. Well, I guess
I'm okay with that if they do that. I'll be okay.
I mean,
with
I'm fine with Cody did it with the IC title, and it was perfectly fine. I'm okay with Cody bringing back the title.
But why can't they do this? Why can't they just say, you know what, we're done with the two titles for now? They combine them both. They make the Winged Eagle World Championship title, and then after Cody has his little run, they introduce back the World Championship title for SmackDown.
Because what is that gonna do? Like, what does that?
Why
mean?
not? I don't know.
But
Sell more
it's not
merch.
it's when you combine the titles and everyone's wrestling on everywhere. That means it's like AEW. The top guys get the spot, and the little guys are gonna get nothing. You're
How
not
is
gonna
this
see
gonna play out?
Tozawa. What
The championship picture, like if they do decide to split the titles, and one is for Raw and one is for SmackDown, how does it even happen? Does Roman just give one back, or does he lose to Kevin Owens?
He loses.
No, I think Lewis, man, I think you forgot, man. You just said it earlier. It's like you said, whoever wins the Rumble, like you said, Cody will challenge for the one belt and just win it.
Here's that shot of the legends we promised you earlier, man.
Look at those legends right there. They're not even legends. They gotta get more legends for this shit. Look at this shit.
Hall of Famers, the Bella Twins. Yes.
Well, we're getting Bray Wyatt versus Karrion Kross at the Royal Rumble. On the
Kurt
right
Angle
side.
for the 30th time ever in like less than 3 months.
Yeah, why is Kurt Angle back again?
This
We
is
just had the
not
birthday.
special.
Undertaker isn't even retired. I thought Ric Flair's never going to retire. The Road
Eddie
Dogg
Long is everywhere. From
This,
the
I
Indies
mean,
to
the first of all, the
WWE.
top
What the
three
fuck?
guys.
What the fuck?
I except for Road Dogg. I just saw Farouk. I just saw
Road Dogg
X-Pac.
works there. That doesn't count.
The Bella Twins are cool. I'm happy with the Bella.
I was gonna say this. Half of this just looks like the lineup of who we had last year at the store.
I was gonna say this looks like a con.
Wait, is that the 7,500 Jerry Lawler in the back?
Yeah. Well, maybe 10,000.
Yeah,
I don't
bullshit.
know. We upped it to 10,000. All expenses covered.
Does that come with 5,000 extras?
Probably not even 200. I don't know.
Oh, look, everybody's X-Pac again. Yay.
Oh, that's true. I did see that Tatanka was going to be there.
Tatanka
Sure to
King
promote
also
it.
going to be there. I'm sure there's going to be a couple of surprises. Maybe we get a boogeyman.
Well, Stephen Chambers said the
that would be
racist
fun.
Kane will be there. So the shout out to the racist Kane.
Well, I was going to say, are we going to see Kane or Mayor Glenn?
We had
What are
a
we gonna see?
comment
Hi,
here. He said, when do you think we're going to get Karrion Kross versus Bray Wyatt? But we're going to get it at the Royal Rumble. They're going to have their Mountain Dew, and it's not just Mountain Dew Pitch Black match.
That's
It's Mountain
LA
Dew, the Pitch Black match.
Who gives a shit?
Listen, guys, I don't know if you've been sleeping under a rock. Lewis said this so many times. When you have a match and it's presented by Mountain Dew, like face it's gonna be a fucking joke.
It's a gimmick match. It's who gives a
It's
shit?
100% a gimmick.
Well, that's not Pitch Black, Ant, so it doesn't
Look who's
matter.
drinking
Oh,
Mountain
okay.
Dew. Shout out to
Gotta
Anthony
be Pitch Black, bro.
for drinking Mountain Dew right there. Show your Mountain Dew bottle, please.
Kevin Owens,
Show it.
contract
Show Mountain
signing this week with Roman Reigns on SmackDown. Paul Heyman in the background over there. I saw your boy
Roman's
Matt
gonna win.
Heyman recently. Was that recently, Lewis?
That was right after the signing.
Are you kidding me? Where was that?
We'll talk later.
Okay.
That's a
Damn,
non-disclosure thing.
Can we make that happen again?
No.
If you
All right,
want to go, hit the
let's
like
just say
button.
I probably would have had the opportunity to, and I'm really pissed I didn't go.
Was it the Warrior? Was it the Brooklyn show?
We'll talk later.
God damn it. Royal Rumble. It is the road to the Royal Rumble. It's coming up live Saturday, January 28th. But before we go, we'll talk a little more. We'll come back. We'll have a little chit chat. A little final little nightcap, as I would like to call it from now on, like our final segment, our little nightcap. But before we get to that nightcap, you need to know about an event that we are also sponsoring coming up May 6th, 80s Wrestling Con. And yeah, here's another commercial. We'll be right back right here on Wrestling with Savage.
Savage Kingdom, I'm proud to announce that we are going to be sponsoring Wrestling with Savage is going to be one of the sponsors at the 80s Wrestling Con 4, where you can come down and meet Bret the Hitman Hart and tons of other legends, even one that I'm going to bring with us at our vendor table. And then after the meet and greets, you can come on down and watch Rock and Wrestling. It's going to be a great card. You got Dirty Dangle versus Eugene, the Powers of Pain versus the Now, Carlito versus Val Venus, Davey Boy Smith Jr. versus Crowbar, Alpha Jr. versus Snitsky. There's going to be a 10-man battle royal. There's going to be a lot of surprise entrants, including one that's been announced, the Headbangers. You're going to have the ISPW heavyweight title match between Bull James with Maven versus Rick Recon with David LaGreca. Earl Hebner is the special guest referee. You're not going to want to miss this event. Jay Alfred's going to be there. Match.
I don't know what's going on there. I think the audio stopped or something, but I have no idea. But we got shows coming up. We're going to be working with Lewis over here from the Wrestling Universe for Lightning in a Bottle. He broke a little new. Is there going to be more matches coming up, you think? Because it's a lot of time still between now and February 26th.
You got to remember, this is expect the unexpected. We announced 75% of the talent. We announced 2 matches. The rest is expect the unexpected. You don't know who's going to show up, and you don't know who's going to wrestle who.
Now, what time does the event start exactly? 3 p.m. And then there's going to be I'm assuming there's going to be a meet and greet.
Yeah, usually doors open. We usually probably give like an hour.
At 2 o'clock, you're going to open the doors?
Yeah, so if bell time is 3, doors open at 2.
What time's vendor set up?
That's a Jack question.
Jack question? It's
Yeah.
not a Lewis question.
Not a Lewis question.
That's a Lewis should ask Jack
I'm
question.
still trying to figure out how the hell I'm getting there.
You can come with me.
Well, I'm going with the guys. I'm just trying to figure out who's driving.
Let me know. I'm going to have Anthony, and we're going to have all the crap, too. We have a vendor table to set up over there.
Good.
A little earlier than expected. I was more preparing for the one in May, but we might have to get everything we need a little earlier. Luckily, this show is well sponsored. We have the King has a good hand. Shout out to Gilch, Dave, Thomas, ABJ, Tantalizing Tony, all the boys, Anthony Graves, Ricky out there. Tomorrow NXT is going to be awesome. We're going to have Rick Recon here at 10:30 p.m. And not only is Rick Recon going to be here, guys, but Rick Recon's going to be talking NXT, which is what I'm more happy about. We kind of had that experience last week with Vicious Vicky. I'm sure you guys all had a good time. Did you guys enjoy that episode, Vicious Vicky? We've had Vicious Vicky on the show.
I'm going to say it's going to be an absolute fucking honor to have Rick Recon on the show, by the fucking way. But go ahead.
Jay, you want to come on Friday?
Well, I work, so I think it's highly impossible, to be honest.
Damn, man. I only have one ticket anyway, and honestly, I had to move mountains to even make this happen because I have work. I have a lot of shit I got to do on Friday. Basically, I'm going to be last minute kind of shit. Have all my shit ready to go and just drive all the way there to New Jersey, Germantown, as David LaGreca likes to say. There's going to be the match between Enzo Amore, the real one, and he will be fighting Rick Recon. Enzo might be here tomorrow night live. He may not. I don't know. David LaGreca might be here live. They have what is needed to crash the stream at any time. They won't be in the stream. I still have to bring them in. See the way I just cut Jay out? Fuck you, Jay. You're fired. Fuck you, Anthony. You're fired too. Where you at? Fuck you. You're fired. Fucking fired. Fucking fired. If this was Anthony Loves Wrestling's booking, these guys would all be gone right now.
No.
He's out here on a rampage, firing everybody. Speaking of rampage, man, how good was that match with Ty Conte, though? Did you guys catch that yet?
No, I gotta watch it.
Jay, you watched it? You should watch it. It was really good.
Oh, Jay.
Lewis, you saw it, right?
Well, yeah, that was my
Did
match.
you watch Hard to Kill?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Jay, you watched Hard to Kill.
Please do not ask me about the first match. Thank you.
Why? Why not? I'd love to hear what you thought about the first match. Actually, let's go to Jay right now. Jay, what did you think about the first match between Bully Ray and Josh Alexander? Because I will send this to Bully Ray. Go ahead.
I would plead the fifth.
You got nothing to say to Bully Ray?
No.
Nothing, right?
No. But I do believe in Joe Hendry.
You do, Joe Hendry? Yeah.
Hendry.
He's talented, but he got his ass kicked by Moose.
He's just fantastic. He's fucking strong as a fucking ox, for God's sakes. If you saw what he did to Moose carrying him,
yeah, I saw it. It was a good match. I watched all Hard to Kill. I'm pretty pissed that Matt Cardona and Brian Myers didn't win.
And I want to shout out to Thomas because he was laughing at me because I told him that match was going to be good.
Yo, I got to tell you something. Thomas was on my... I actually did live play-by-play for Impact, which by the number one, that shit was hard. Because half the people that were on the show,
I didn't like the.
No matter how many times I said their name, Lewis, when it came time to call it during the match, I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
I couldn't. I mean, I know, and it's sad too because they have some really good wrestlers, but I'm not familiar with their work. But Motor City Machine Guns is actually a really good team though, and I need to start watching them more. I think they're actually a really good tag team.
Say you got 15 years worth of content to watch.
I only say that match was bad because
the tag team match was good. They were good.
Major players didn't really show us anything.
What did you guys think? What did you think about the Mickie James match, Jay? Do you think that should have went on last too, or would you have put Bully Ray on? Yeah, I mean, I get why they put it on last.
Are you talking about the first thing?
No, I'm asking you about the Mickie James main event.
I always knew she was gonna win, so it wasn't no fucking surprise to me.
Yeah, she wasn't gonna retire.
I'm still gonna go with Deonna Purrazzo to retire. So I'm gonna just take that.
Really?
I don't even know if she has
squashing her.
I don't think she's gonna retire anytime soon. You think this is her last dance this year? You don't think she wrestles next year? Do we see her at the Rumble?
Probably.
Knowing Vince McMahon, yeah.
Who's gonna take the title off Josh Alexander?
I would love to see.
Let's look at the roster.
I would love to see Cardona do it again.
I want to have my favorites. Hold on.
Nah, I think Cardona's WWE bound, man. I think he's the surprise at the Rumble. Why not?
Who's here?
Gresham. I like that choice. Steven Chambers just made a great comment. One word. Gresham's really good, though. You can't say he's not. He's
not for the heavyweight to carry that company. I think he needs somebody bigger. I just can't.
Cardona.
My favorites are already champions. So I can't really put them in the equation.
Do you see them pushing someone like Cody Deaner to that spot? As crazy as that sounds?
Segments,
maybe.
Especially with Aaron and all that. I thought they were fucking fantastic.
I don't think Slater's always going to be that goofy guy in the background that's going to have like a mid-card run. With the stuff I see Deaner doing right now, with Violence by Design, I'm just like, all right, like you got Eric Young out of there. Now you've taken over. It's like
fantastic.
Okay, like put a fucking rocket strap to this guy's back and let's see where it goes. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Where Eric, they were just fucking great.
Exactly.
I thought Bully Ray was about to win that match, man. At multiple times during the night, to be honest with you. I thought Tommy was going to help him for a second, and Tommy, of course, turns back on him. He's, shout out to Tommy Dreamer and Bully Ray. But honestly, Bully Ray for 51 years old, that was a pretty good performance. He actually had a pretty good match with Josh Alexander, I think. I mean, this isn't a guy in his prime doing this. 51-year-old man, and he's still going. I mean, he actually looked very, very convincing that night.
Well, here's the mystery. Now what?
Oh, he's going to take a break. It's over now. He's taking a break. I don't know if he's going to come back and do anything, but I wouldn't.
That's the puzzle.
He did the job for the kid, man. He made Josh Alexander look like a stud.
I thought he was already made into a stud before this, to be honest. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm going to disagree with that.
In Impact's world, they wanted him to have that win over Bully Ray.
He was opposed to Mike Bailey.
He was always a fucking...
I don't know.
Love Mike Bailey.
Dynamite looks good this week.
Let's say one last thing. Let's shout out to Frankie Kazarian for fucking telling us the truth of what.
It's gonna be Frankie. It's gonna be
How
great.
fucking great was that? What?
How about Santino Marella,
What do you say?
the new Authority of Power?
fucking
What's his
dope.
title? Authority of Power. Power of
I actually
Authority.
The director of authority? Yeah.
Director of Authority. Yeah. The Director of Authority. When he came out, I was like, yo, what's going on, bro? And you know what I don't like about the Impact show, though? One thing I will say, it looked like there was nobody ringside. Like those two sections in the front of the ramp, there's like 5 people to the left and 6 people to the right. Why not jam-pack those with more people? Nah, it wasn't packed in the front, in that little section only. Maybe it wasn't even for seats. Maybe it was a good show.
Like the crowd, I mean, like crowd-wise, like I thought it was a good show.
No, the arena itself was packed. Everything, all the seats were filled, but there should have been more people ringside, like going crazy.
I always feel when they're like Northeast, they just sell out a lot more than, going to like Atlanta or some shit.
It's funny that Raw's going to be in Philly. Do you think when are they going to start announcing the Hall of Fame members?
Well, I don't know.
After the Rumble?
Probably.
But shout out,
I think they should give Tommy Dreamer on Monday the announcement.
Steve Chambers saying Moose should get another shot, but the thing is, Moose is fucking champ now, so.
Who do you guys put in the Hall of Fame first this year? Let's say if you were on the panel, who's the first ballot?
Luger. Yeah. Luger, a tag team Demolition. If Vince was gone, Demolition. Because Bill 80 hates Vince, but if Vince was, it's like, Hunter, let's make a deal.
I'm putting Rob Van Dam in there.
Rob's already in the Hall of Fame.
Again, putting him in there again.
Well, that doesn't count.
5-star flag slash.
My problem is I don't see them putting ECW guys in normally, and I see them putting guys in.
Tommy, let's be honest. Tommy deserves to get in there, no?
But I still don't think they're going to. I see them putting him in the legacy way. I don't see them putting him in normally.
How many WWE titles did he win? I know he was the ECW champion.
ECW and Hardcore.
That's it, right? Never IC title, nothing like that. Tag team title?
He's one of those guys that means a lot more for wrestling than he does for WWE.
No, for sure. But most of the guys in there, he was like, working with. And I mean, there should be other ways to get into the Hall of Fame besides just what you did in the ring.
And I also still think that for ECW guys, why don't you just leave it till next year in Philly? Why put him in this year?
Because this year's Philly for Tommy.
No, isn't this year Hollywood?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, next year.
That's what I mean. So, I think we still have a solid crop of guys from the 80s and the early 90s that still aren't in.
So, Hollywood, then. We got to think about...
The Rock.
Well, who's not in? The Rock, yeah, maybe The Rock goes in.
Batista.
Batista's not in, you're right. Yeah.
I don't know.
CM Punk?
Yeah, fuck off.
Would he accept that?
Tatanka, maybe. So he'll finally stop complaining that he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Okay. That's it. They're gonna run out of people soon, man.
Run out of people? We have plenty of people.
For Hall of Fame?
How about William Regal?
The problem, I don't think Regal can appear on TV for them. That's the only issue.
He can't take in a fucking award.
Steven Chambers made a great one. I like that.
Who do you say?
Great Muta.
You can say that.
Yeah, I could see him being one of those, I could see them doing him normally. Yeah, no, I could see them doing him normally, because they did Liger and Fujinami. So, yeah, I'm okay with... Muta's one of those guys that people
How about John Cena?
Over now. Too early.
Too early.
I got one, but it's a female. And she's been snubbed, but her husband's been defending her for every year.
Sable?
No, Michelle McCool.
How about Sable? Sable's not in, right?
Undertaker's been defending his wife for a year or so.
Sable's a good choice. Sable's not in either.
What about Victoria?
I think she should be in it. But then we saw
Mickey James is in there?
No, but Mickey James is also still wrestling. So let's wait
till
he's retired.
Yeah, but they what do you mean? Look at Edge.
Well, no, Edge retired and then came back 10 years later.
Shouldn't be allowed to come back. Shouldn't be allowed to come back if you're in the Hall of Fame.
Well,
tell that to a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the natural disasters. Typhoon and Earthquake.
Yeah, they're not.
They deserve it.
They're not in at all.
No.
But that's
I'm looking at like a top 100 list.
How about you, Ant? Anybody you're putting in the Hall of Fame? I think
You got the spotlight. It's all on you.
Ant's just trying to fire everyone.
I'm not going full screen. All right, here's a good question. If there's someone you could remove from the Hall of Fame, who would it be?
Pete Rose.
Kid Rock.
Okay, Kid Rock. How about you, Ant?
I honestly don't know.
I'm kicking out Donald Trump for the one-time appearance.
A lot of people would agree. Victoria does deserve it. She does deserve it.
I mean, Mike Tyson.
I agree.
Here Lewis is gonna say no. Trump's back.
No. I'm not. I'm not this hardcore conservative guy, but Trump has had a lot to do with professional wrestling over the last 30 years. I'm like, we can at least give him that.
But owning the building that they're in, big deal.
Well, the WrestleMania 23 stuff.
All right. He made like 4 appearances.
Yeah, but look at Ozzy Osbourne. What the fuck is Ozzy Osbourne done for WWE?
All right. Ozzy Osbourne out, gone. Chris Rock gone. How about Snoop Dogg, gone?
No.
No, because he's done a little bit better than they have.
Okay, I'll give you that.
If we be like Bob Uecker in, then
Drew Carey out.
No. That Royal Rumble spot keeps him in.
Out.
No.
He shouldn't have. He had no business being in there. How about? Okay, I got one. They're gonna probably put in the Hall of Fame eventually. They're gonna put Johnny Knoxville in there.
In like 15 years.
He will get in there though. If Drew Carey got in there, Johnny's getting in there. Bad Bunny's getting in there.
Where's Cyndi Lauper? Where is Cyndi Lauper?
Cyndi Lauper's actually the best.
She's the biggest slept-on celebrity not in that Hall of Fame.
Wendy Richter's in the Hall of Fame, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we need to get definitely Cyndi Lauper right there next to her.
Who's Leilani Kai and Judy Martin? Do we get Glamour Girls?
Maybe. Well, yeah, they had their run. Did their thing.
I could see them being legacy inductees.
Who's getting the Warrior Award this?
Who gives a shit? Warrior's a cocksucker. Fuck Warrior.
That goes to kids, bro.
Fuck the Ultimate Warrior.
Wait, hold on. Tell us why you want.
How do you make an award saying that this guy is like? How do you make an award and give it to children that are dying of cancer and saying that you can overcome anything? And this is the biggest piece of shit in the history of professional wrestling. The fact that the fucking Warrior Award is an issue. Should be the fucking Chad Gaspard Award. That's a fucking hero. Not fucking the Ultimate Warrior. He can suck my dick. Banned from WWE for 15 fucking years because you're a piece of shit and you held up Vince McMahon for more money. Why the fuck should they make an award for you? Get the fuck out of here. Fucking Ultimate Warrior. Suck my dick.
That was good.
Bro, it doesn't make any sense. That's like making the Nails Award. Like, oh, Nails, yeah. Like, no, fuck you too. Rant over.
I should get an applause sound effect.
It should. Now, do it again while this sound effect's going on.
No, you can't do that in 2K.
Fuck the Ultimate Warrior. Fuck the Warrior Award. You don't need good. Fuck being a Warrior. Thank you, Stephen Chambers, for telling me.
How do you
go out there and say that he's this great guy that did so much when no one gave a fuck about any of us?
Mick said don't make him come over there.
He never sold the money to anyone. He was the worst seller.
Bro, he never gave a shit about professional wrestling.
He gave a shit about looking good and getting paid. Right? That's Triple H, I tell you. What are we doing tonight at WrestleMania 12? You give me your finisher and kick out of it, and I'm gonna just win.
You're gonna look like a fucking pussy.
I'm just gonna splash you. Yo, did you guys ever see that WCW promo from Triple H where he's like, John Paul Levesque, I am the greatest wrestler of all time. I'm Teresa. I'm the best wrestler in the world.
I like that game. That was cool.
Yeah? I was a Hunter Hearst Helmsley fan.
When you look back at it,
did you know that you could book Hunter Hearst Helmsley for $15,000?
That's where I shat myself laughing about that. Once I saw that, I was like, all right, this guy's a clown.
Dark Side of the Ring. Yeah, as soon as I thought he was like a serious dude, but then when he sent me by the fourth email and I looked at the list, I said, there's no way I'm reading this right. Hunter Hearst Helmsley for $15,000. I'm like, this guy hasn't updated his spreadsheet in like 10 years. Maybe
10
20
years. Try 25 years.
Well, updated. You know, he probably updated it 20 years ago and then didn't update it, for a very long time.
Probably had Terra Ryzen on that thing like last week.
Rick Rude, Hall of Famer?
Yeah. Is he not?
He's a Hall of Famer.
No, he's in. He's in.
Rick Rude's got to be in.
He's in.
All right, here's the question that I'm going to bring up to end this show on. Chris Benoit, Hall of Fame?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, I say yes. I say yes. So it's 50-50 up in here. What do you guys in the chat think? There's still a few of you in here before we end the show. Do you think Chris Benoit should be in the Hall of Fame? We're split here on the cast of Wrestling with Savage. I'd love to know what Dave and Gilch and Thomas thinks, because then that's an odd number. We'd have a winner. We would, yes or no. Haku Hall of Fame?
Haku, definitely.
Haku's in the Hall of Fame. Isn't he on the Hall of Fame?
No, he's not.
He should be, 100%.
He should be.
Is Rikishi's in the Hall of Fame? Yoko's in there. Umaga's in the Hall of Fame?
No, but like I said, let's get past the 80s and 90s guys and then get to the 2000s guys. We got time.
Steven Chambers says Benoit, hell no. I only put him in there to recognize the body of work. I don't agree with anything he did or any of that. You don't even have to celebrate it. Just put him in there.
Yeah, legacy it.
Yeah, legacy.
Here's Benoit. Bye.
Mick says yes. All right, so we're still split here.
But
yeah, like I said, tomorrow night we're gonna have Rick Recon's gonna be guest hosting NXT. We're gonna be bringing you all the action. I'm gonna start off the show with a quick little interview with him. And honestly, I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, because if Enzo, a real one, comes in here, pretty sure he's just gonna hijack my show for God knows how long.
I'd say one last thing.
And who knows if we even get to the NXT results, Lewis, tomorrow. Tomorrow might be a fucking shit show.
Can I say one last thing? Savage, you are disrespecting Rick Recon. I do not want to see Enzo up in here tomorrow night. No.
I do.
It will be disrespectful to Rick Recon. No.
Jay, that might be the single stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Why wouldn't you want someone who is a megastar as far as social media goes to be on your little shitty podcast? God forbid you let somebody with 1 million followers on Instagram just join your podcast.
You see, I hope Rick is watching this disrespect you're giving him the disrespect.
What disrespect? You're not even coming to the match. If anyone's disrespecting Rick Recon, it's your stupid ass.
Recon. You're bringing Enzo up in here. You're making videos with Enzo.
Are you going to give me a problem tomorrow with Enzo? Because I'm pretty sure he'll put you in your fucking place real quick.
How dare you, sir? How dare you?
Are you going to disrespect Enzo Amore tomorrow live on the Wrestling?
I wasn't there getting autographs and taking pictures with Enzo.
I got you an autograph of Enzo.
I care about Rick Recon. That's right.
You know why? Because Lewis, he has good words. He gave me advice and I followed it, man. Got it. Look, this is for Anthony. This is mine. I'm gonna go full screen because why not, man? This is my fucking show. Look at this one. Mr. Anderson, you know what he writes on his shirt? Wrestling is real. People are fake. Mr. Anderson will be on this show. Who else we got here? We got for Gilch. How you doing?
Many questions.
We got more, and these are all legit. These aren't like, these are all real.
I was there. They are real.
Yeah, we're always taking a beating in every photo. Like shit, man.
I made sure to pick a lot of these just to like kind of poke him. There's him doing a little drop. Boom. There's autograph. There's autograph. You can't see the gold doesn't pop. You can't really see the gold.
I know. It's the background. It just didn't work.
Doing gold, the dumbass. Why didn't he do the color one?
Who, Enzo or me?
Enzo, not you. See,
Enzo doesn't fucking care.
Look at the green. Look how much the green pops.
Yeah, we're gonna buy new paint markers this week.
Look how much the green pops. But yeah, Jay, you got one. I got one for you if you want. One day, we'll chill. Take it home.
Rick Recon side on this.
Are you gonna even accept this, or are you gonna rip it up? Because it sounds like you fucking burn this if I gave it to you right now.
My question is, everybody will be on the show tomorrow night?
Yep.
Anthony's on every episode if he wants to be. You know that. Lewis, you're here tomorrow?
No, I'm not.
Oh wow, you're missing that
Sorry.
show.
I know.
You're missing a good one. But actually, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't mind if none of you show up, because then I just get more time with Rick Recon and Enzo. And maybe David
You
LaGreca.
watch your mouth.
Talking to me?
I really do enjoy Enzo Amore. Well, the real one now.
Yeah, but who bring him on the show? Did you bring him on the show?
But no, you did. But
I need you to bring someone on this show.
Whose store booked him for a signing?
Yeah, and he goes to every store in the country.
Fair enough.
Congratulations. We got another person disrespecting Rick Recon. Congratulations.
Shut the fuck up. What did I say
I
to
cannot wait
disrespect
to
Rick
tell him
Recon?
tomorrow
Rick
night.
Recon's going to come on tomorrow
Hey,
night,
Rick.
and I'm going to cut a hell of an interview, and I'm going to tell him exactly what I think from the work I've seen in the ring. He has potential. Just like I told Aaron Rourke yesterday, Jay. Did you watch me tell Aaron Rourke that I think he is the future of professional wrestling? I'm looking at the face of professional wrestling, the future. He's a hell of a ring worker, especially if you've seen him live like I have. Ow, I haven't seen Rick Recon live yet, but I've seen a lot of videos. I'm going to see him live this Friday, and I will be cheering for him. I will be cheering for him because David LaGreca is his manager. He's a David LaGreca guy, so I got to cheer for him. He's automatic. So I feel bad for Enzo.
Well.
The fans are going to be eating alive Enzo on Friday. I'm going to make sure of it. And if Enzo comes on this program tomorrow and tries to start some shit with Rick Recon, it's going to go down live right here on Wrestling with Savage, man.
Don't want Rick Recon to beat his ass. Please, no. Savage.
You're telling me you don't want a former 2-time WWE Cruiserweight champion to appear on this show, Jay?
You know who we have tomorrow? We have a fucking
Rick Recon.
I don't need to see
Enzo Amore.
Yeah, but Jay, don't you understand? They're having a match on Friday. Why wouldn't you want them to come in here and have a segment to talk about the match? We can have an interview about that upcoming match, and then they can have a little shit. It's like
I'm going to say this. If you follow Rick Recon, you already know you don't need to see Enzo. You could just see it through his promos. I don't need to see Enzo cut any of his real one. I don't need to see.
There was any time that you deserve to be fucking chopped, like hard, like it's right now, like hard.
No, don't chop DMX, man.
Yo, how about guys? Next time we all hang out, I should just like we tie him up and then we all take turns just chopping the shit out of him until he cries.
It's DMX, man. That's a big legend. Man.
Oh, we're taking the shirt off. Don't worry, it's going bare chest.
It's a legend.
We're gonna fucking slice your ass open right down the middle. What's wrong with you?
Stopping. I'm ending the show.
Are you coming on tomorrow?
I will be on.
Oh my God! I don't know if that's a good thing or are you. I'm terrified now, Joe.
I'll be on. I will have the most controversial questions to ask.
No, we're keeping you in the background, man. We're gonna do this. If in the second he says something dumb, it's just like that now.
What the fuck, man? Why?
Hey guys, breaking news on Wrestling with Savage. Anthony has been fired.
It'll be a great show tomorrow night, and I think NXT is gonna be a great show. Why? Because it's live.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. And I got a lot of big news coming up next week. We're going to be changing some things on the show. And obviously, I'm working on more wrestlers. I'm working on a couple of special people. I don't know if I should drop any names yet. I'm kind of waiting to lock one down. And then, yeah, we're going to keep it up, man. We've had wrestlers on here all month, January.
And
starting with Larkin. You guys want breaking news on Lovely Larkin?
Hold on.
You guys want breaking news?
I don't know anything on it.
Miss Lovely Miss Larkin. She is going to be working.
She is.
She's going to be working with OVW. She just got the call.
Just got the call. And do you know who's designing her website?
No.
Do you know?
Nice.
I would
dude.
love
this guy
to see Notorious Mimi get the call to OVW, to be honest.
Actually, Notorious Mimi, that's Vicious Vicky's rival.
One of the best wrestlers that I've ever seen.
Are you going to come to the Create a Pro show on February 19th? Actually, speaking of that, I'm going to do the slide real quick.
If I see legends like her, yeah, I'll probably go. She will also be, I think, on the May show as well.
Jay, when y'all, I got to tell you this, Lewis. Jay, when it comes to independent shows, is like the biggest fucking flake in the history of flake. If it's an AEW show, he will do whatever he has to be there at 6 o'clock, 5:30. No problem.
I'm driving, bro. Nobody's picking me up from the city.
What do you mean? The independent show starts at 7
me up from the city
later than AEW.
Independent show in Long Island.
Is it Limbrook or is it Melville?
I always work on the weekday.
Dude, it's Limbrook. Dude, the train station's like 2 blocks away.
I know, but I work till like 5. Shit, the meet and greet's what? At 5?
You're okay. Well, they do an intermission and then everybody comes out after the show. You'll be okay.
Unbelievable, man.
Well, I mean, as long as after the show,
as long as everybody doesn't pull a Brodus Clay, I think we'll be okay.
Ooh.
Brodus Clay at the toy drive made a lot of people angry.
Why did that make a lot of people angry?
Because a lot of people went to go get his autograph on their shit, and he decided to leave. He showed up late, and he left early, and nobody got their shit signed.
I'm going to put this up real quick just because why not? We're in here. I might as well share it, right? Present, share screen. Where is it? Right here. Boom. Oh, baby. That's the show right there, boys. February 19th, you're going to have this guy there. Heath Slater's coming. It's going to be a pretty good show, I think. Let me show you the main poster, actually. Let me show you the main poster. There's a lot going on right now, so I do apologize for the stupidity, but
gotta step up his game. I didn't like him in Hard to Kill.
There's the main poster right there. See if we can zoom in on that. So you have Aaron Rourke at the top. You got Bobby Orlando's going to be there. Vargas is going to be there. Alex Riley's going to be there. You're going to have a tag team match, I believe, with Heath Slater. Is taking on, I think they announced the VSK is going to be fighting there.
Slater and Myers against VSK.
Yeah, you got your Notorious Mimi there. And Max Caster. Max Caster's actually going to be on commentary as well. That's February 19th. That's going to be in Lynbrook. I'll definitely be going to that one. I think Anthony's 100% coming. We got him tickets. You're going to that one, Lewis?
It's up to
Screw GCW. It's a joke.
Oh.
That's not nice
Why?
to say. Why would you even say that?
It's a 3-ring circus. I've seen it.
But some people love it.
Yeah,
it's
not your
what was
cup of tea.
ECW? It's the modern age ECW.
I mean, honestly, the only good part of that was that I got to meet Jeff Jarrett, Moxley. I got to talk with Ruby for a bit. I met Shawn White, X-Pac, last year. Because I went to last year's at the Manhattan Center.
Yo, Steven Chambers is right. Jay's a hater. Hating on Enzo, hating on the real one.
Yeah.
Jay, you don't think he had one of the best mics in the game all time? He was great.
All time? No.
All time, presentation, the sound of his voice, delivery. He was incredible.
Well, because he had one little speech like Road Dogg always.
No, bro, he cut promos every week. He sounded great.
You just said of all time.
All time, he sounded good. I didn't say everything he said was good, but he sounded good.
No.
What do you think?
Now, if you said he was one of the best
of all time,
hold on. If you said he was one of the best all time in NXT, then I say okay.
NXT, valid. Yeah, without a doubt,
it's valid.
I would say he's top 25. I wouldn't say
not top 10. You would not put him in your top 10.
It's when you have guys like The Rock.
Well, yeah, we're not putting him up there with The Rock.
It's like once you get past those guys, it's like okay, then Enzo.
Matter of fact, I think Mr. Anderson actually cut a better promo than.
I always like Bobby.
Oh,
the
he
Brain.
cut a better
Bobby
promo
the
for
Brain
me.
was always-
Yeah, 100%.
I got about last time I checked, I got 40,000 views on that TikTok.
When was that? Recently?
Yeah, the one I had him cut for the store.
Oh, that nice. Yeah. Because you're running that TikTok?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, because Jack's not doing any of that shit.
63.5K on the Mr. Anderson video.
Put that video I made for you. I'll send it to you if you want to upload it. The little commercial I made for the show.
Yeah, let me know. Or just tag us in the stuff you post, and then I could repost it.
Done.
Do that.
Done. That's easy.
Yeah.
But yes, everybody, thank you for joining me tonight. Anthony, thank you. Jay, thank you. Lewis, thank you. And we'll see you all right here tomorrow on Wrestling with Savage. We're out of here. Jay's fired. Anthony, stop firing people. Lewis, I'm gonna keep you around. You do good shit, but
Mr. Kennedy, and he has a lot to say to everyone out there watching. He's going to be on Wrestling with Savage. Stop yelling so much. Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? I'm excited.
you're watching this. This is Mr. Kennedy taking a chop from Savage. He just gave me a nice stiff one. Oh, solid. So I appreciate you, bro.
You're watching Wrestling with Savage, the best late night wrestling show in the world.
I say you are listening to Wrestling with Savage, the best podcast in the history of podcasts.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, Pride say you live by the champ. Her last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage, SmackDown. Hold the title, this is Wrestling with Savage. Raw.
Because they are the best tag team in the world.
It'd be my honor to be a guest on your show.
Christmas Bully Ray, good job, Savage. It's the best hat in pro wrestling. Get that fucking Raw man here. Raw fuck.
It's MDK and Wrestle with Savage all fucking day.
Okay. We got over here.
Well, what do we got over here? Have your cake and eat it too.
Look at Eddie.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, Pride say you live by the champ. Her last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage, SmackDown. Hold the title, this is Wrestling with Savage.
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
Yes, Wrestling with Savage begins now. Actually, no, Wrestling with Savage just ended, but I see there's still 5 people here. I appreciate you. Well, I still got you here. I'll play a little voicemail that I just got. Why not? We'll play it for you. You ready, Mick? Here we go, baby. He just sent me that one right now. So that's shout out to Mick. Thank you for being here. I didn't end it yet. There's still 5 people watching. I'll take those views. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to talk about. I'm not staying on here long, though. I got to go to bed, Lewis. You're eating popcorn now? What are you doing? Your mic's muted. I don't know what you're doing. Eating? No. Oh, man. You're gonna be going to bed late tonight. You're going to bed late. What do? You play video games?
Oh, yeah, with my friends, but I think they're all asleep.
What do you play?
Sometimes COD, sometimes GTA.
You play Warzone?
I do. I'm not that good though.
On Xbox?
PlayStation. Doesn't matter. Warzone's cross compatible.
Yeah, I know, but you're still a PlayStation guy.
No, fuck off. There's a reason why you can't buy them, all right?
They're pretty available now, man. I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
Last year was a problem.
Gotta
Last
save
year
up
was
a
a
little bit
fucking
for that
big
bad
fucking
boy.
problem, man. Any new figures coming out that I should know about? You saw those pictures I sent you?
The new Legends are dope.
There's some crazy. They're really trying to take my money this year.
The retros. The new retro 4-pack with Luger, Tugboat, Rhythm and Blues, Greg, and Doink the Clown. And it's Ray Apollo Doink, not Matt Bourne Doink. So all 4 of them are still alive.
Those
and
figures always sell so fucking quick.
Which ones?
Any Doink figure I've ever seen come out sells out like within a few years.
Doink, he's toyetic.
Doink's classic, man. The guy's a little crazy. You did a signing with Doink?
With Ray, yeah. I mean, I don't think we've ever done Matt Bourne.
No.
We had face Doink, not heel Doink. But Ray's cool. Ray's funny because he's like a Jersey Italian guy. So like when he's doing his little gimmick and he's just like, "Hey guys, how's everybody going?" And then he'll like stop. He'll be like, "All right, so what are we doing over here?"
You met Big Vito?
We had Vito.
How was he?
Character.
I've been talking to him on TikTok for like a year now.
Yeah, he's interesting.
Yeah, he was supposed to come on the show, but he works at night.
Gotcha.
And his wife was in and out of the hospital, so we haven't really set it up yet. But I've been trying to work on him, a couple other wrestlers, man. You got to try to get some wrestlers on here, man.
We'll see.
Send them the link. Do you want to be a producer on here?
I mean, sure. It's just sometimes I have time to come on, and sometimes
no. Like the episodes you do come on, you would have the ability to highlight a chat, or if I want to bounce for 5 minutes, and you can run the shit or just play with it. But mostly for the chat.
Yeah,
if you see a good comment, you can highlight it. Shit like that. Yeah, we got to do stuff, man. We got to do a lot of fucking stuff. What time is it? 1:35. I got a whole list of shit.
Leave?
Yeah, I don't know why they left.
I was gonna say, like, thought we were done. I was like, oh, okay.
Tapped out, man. I got to do a bunch of shit, man. I got to do the Rick Recon stream layout. Well, I'm going to do it with an NXT theme. Then I got to promote the Christ out of it, like tomorrow, like hard. Because if everything lines up the way I think it's going to line up, that might be by far the biggest stream I ever do. Because all it takes is one tweet from, if Enzo tweets that out, hey, I'm on live on this guy's show, you know, it could be 200, 300, 400 people watching this tomorrow.
That's all you need. Or even if a segment gets, viral.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Even the clip, it doesn't matter. But I don't even care if it goes viral or not. I just like the whole fact that I'm going to the match on Friday and I'm going to contribute something to the storyline. Which, you know what? I got to say, a lot of independents, they don't do a great job of telling stories, do they?
Not at all.
You know what I mean? I was telling Brian Myers that I'm like, why don't you guys do more vignettes? I mean, I know your guys do vignettes by themselves. Like, there's a lot of shit. There's actually a lot of footage on the Facebook Creative Pro page that you've never even seen before, I bet. There are literally hundreds of videos of MJF, Max Caster, Mark Sterling doing promos and videos in someone's house.
I just don't think people...
No, but it's still interesting to go back and look sometimes at some of these guys that are big stars now.
I think it's one of those things, like, over time where a lot of indie companies would do, like, all these shows to hype stuff up, and then they just got lazy with it, and now it's nobody cares. Or not nobody cares, but the wrestlers themselves don't want to put in the effort. And the companies just don't want to post it.
Yeah, I agree. All right, guys, we're out of here. We're gone. I'm gone. I'm ending this shit. There's only 2 people now. Whoever you are, I'm sure it's Mick Thomason. Everybody have a good night, and thank you for watching, man. We'll see you tomorrow night for NXT. It's really over, guys. It's really over. I'm not even going to play the video. It's over.